what happens to me when I run free. And now you see that your actions have caused me to do what it tells me and come when it calls me. Want to be something else for a change, someone not so deranged, somewhere out of range, so you can't find the little patch in the light where I go to hide when it comes to life. Feels like nothing to lose, feels like nothing to lose, feels like nothing to lose, feels like nothing to lose. I feel it coming, got me crawling. I can smell you a mile away. When I close it is when I notice the hunger has become the prey. And that's okay.
I certainly hope there's enough space on the train for me.
You sound like a big choo-choo train.
All aboard!
If I were you, I would think about climbing on board.
WX8BK, it is the Night Train. Our opening track tonight was King Cheetah's Nothing to Lose, the winning track from the Tez Tones Season 1 finale that we had last Saturday. Really great track. That was a little snippet from it. Features Shadow Music, C. Dean, and NFT Terrorist combined together to make that wonderful piece. Really cool video. I am going to pin it up at the top here as well once I find it in my drafts, and we'll get that for you. My name is Bits. I am one of your hosts this evening, and helping me out down there is a man who takes the sun and turns it into drivable fuel for his car, Mr. One Wheel Willie. How you doing, my man?
Oh man, you always throw me off guard. You always got something new.
I try.
Like, where are you going with this? Oh, we're just talking about solar panels? All right.
Sure, right? It made you sound really cool, though, right? Saying, wow, he takes sun and turns it into fuel for his car. Oh, my God.
Yeah, all right.
Totally. Yeah. Great track. Great. I like that tune. It's a really cool. Have you watched the video for that? You should check that video out for that tune. I got it pinned up at the top there when you get a chance. Of course, not right now. Oh, I didn't have it pinned up at the top. I lied. I'm full of crap. But it's really cool because Terror is in it, and he like picks up a guitar when the guitar kicks in, and it's really funny because he's just like pretending. He's not even playing it, and I just crack up every time I see it. It entertains me. I like it. Really
I have not seen that.
Nice, check it out. Got it pinned up at the top for anybody else that wants to check it out after. There's the NFT is also available. Limited edition of these pieces are available. Maybe go through the collection. Maybe find yourself something else you like to purchase, and all the purchases help support Tez Tones moving on and doing things over there. So yeah, for sure. We are the Night Train. I did say that off the top of the show. We are here every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. jumping on the tracks, rolling down the tracks of the world, talking to artists about the art and the journey. Tonight, our guest will be Salawaki. If I said it wrong, I said it wrong. We'll find out very shortly if I did. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. So we'll find that out in just a little bit. And next week, we will be here on Tuesday with our guest, Lily White. For those of you that are constant listeners to the show, or even in the space in general in the Tezos world, you probably know who Lily White is. We've been very fortunate to chat with her on many occasions about much of her life and the things that she does and interesting topics. So we're going to focus on her art next week and bring her on as an official guest. So that's next week at 9 p.m. EST right here on the Night Train. So, you know, set the, I was going to say set the reminder, but I guess I haven't even made the space yet. So, but, you know, set your clock for tomorrow morning when I send the reminder out to set it. Set your...
Yeah, set it. Just set something.
Just set
Whatever,
it.
just set it. Just get it set.
Good thing we're not playing a drinking game. Every time I say set, you got to take a drink, you die.
That's for sure.
The other thing I wanted to touch on was our very first collab Fun L piece that we released last week. We have our first guest artist was Iteration, and she did a really great piece. Well, kind of a redux of a piece, I guess. Is it redux? Is that the right word to use there? I don't know. It's called WX8BK Saved by the Future 2. It is available for purchase now. It is the first in a series of 10, right, Willie? We got 10 artists?
10. Yes, 10.
10. And we really encourage everybody to go over, pick them up, collect them. We're going to motivate you for collecting these pieces. So, get in on it early and make sure you do pick one up. It's also a very badass retro piece that I enjoy a lot. Well, Willie and I both love it. That's why we said, let's do it.
And it helps us help the artists,
right?
And support, all the lovely artists in the space.
And that is facts.
We're working on some really cool physical stuff. So you're gonna need some earlier pieces if you're gonna want some physical stuff.
Everybody wants some physical stuff from WX8BK and our artist friends. 100%. I got it pinned up at the top.
Really cool.
Yeah. I've got it pinned up at the top there for anybody that's interested in checking that out after. For sure. Definitely do so. And the artist lineup to come up, we're going to do one a month. And the artist lineup, the people that have signed up to hang with us and create with us is mind-blowing. It's not going to disappoint. Well, I mean, look at that right off the bat. We start with Iteration. Poof. What? Yeah, we did that. It's dope. Yeah, and that was all the important stuff I had. The one I had an interesting, crazy news piece. Just had to put it out there. In the NFT world, there's always nasty people looking to rip people off. In the world in general, it's very unfortunate that there are these people, but not here at the WX8BK and the Night Train. We're a safe train. We are a safe train for that. But there was an art teacher in one of the provinces here in Canada that was getting his students to do these art pieces. He was like giving them, okay, here's your project. You got to do a piece that looks like this or this, blah, blah. And then he was taking them and unknowing to all the students, he was selling them online as prints, as like on t-shirts and coffee mugs and stuff like that. And it was so funny because it was his students that found it. They decided to Google and go, oh, well, he's selling like some art. Let's check it out. Like, how stupid can you be? But yeah. So, I don't know what's going to happen with that. Hopefully those kids get any money from any of their pieces that sold, but that's just whack. I couldn't even believe that. Could you imagine?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you might be skirting some laws where like you give up your rights kind of thing, kind of like working for a company, you give up your rights to individual sales of those pieces kind of stuff. And then like, I don't know, like if you were to walk into like a restaurant that's filming, and it's got a little sign out front that said, basically says you give up your rights to any individual ownership over your own likeness, even because they're filming something and you're just a background character.
Maybe.
So like, it'd be an interesting court case to follow if it does even go to court,
right?
For anything.
Well, it's been in the news for 2 weeks now, so we'll see what happens. I'm keeping an eye on. I'm wondering. I just couldn't. I thought, wow, that's kind of like. That's just like a mill, right? That's child labor right there. And the funny thing is because even when I saw this story, when I was in school, I always got my art back. Like if the teacher wanted to put it on display, like a parent night or something, like sometimes they would put stuff up in the hallways, like when they would have fundraisers and stuff like that. I always made sure I had my stuff back. Always, always, always wanted my stuff. And it wasn't because of that. It was because, well, it's mine. I want my fucking.
Well, yeah, and that's the other thing is like did these students just leave it in the classroom or like give it to them like, no, I don't really want it, like, you take it or whatever, or like leave it in the classroom or whatever. And then he's just like, well, now I can do whatever I want with it. If it falls under a gift, then you can resell a gift.
I guess, yeah. No, it's interesting. I'll definitely keep everybody updated on it, though. I got my ear to the ground on this one. It's pretty interesting stuff. Kind of clever, but kind of stupid. As if nobody was going to find out. But yeah.
I mean, the guy's totally, an asshole. Like, it's not, it's totally a dick move,
right?
To do something like that. But like, legally, like, where does this whole thing fall? Like, where does it all line up?
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding, no kidding, no kidding. I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody that's in the room tonight. Good looking room. The Honorable Retro Manny joining us tonight. Thank you very much for popping in, sir. We know it is very late for you right now, and the fact that we see you in here is that's amazing to us. Haven't seen you in one of our live spaces in quite a long time, and we appreciate that very much. Also, Fendel down there, good friend of the show, the number one Hash Brown, Sister Sage, Pippi, Vincent, and Agnes, I believe, down there. Thank you very much for popping in and taking some of your own personal time tonight to come in and hang out with us.
And the homie Mike Nash.
Is he in there? He didn't pop. Where is he? Oh
Oh, he's
shit!
in here.
Yeah,
He's
no,
on my
he
screen.
wasn't on my screen. He just popped in on my screen.
There you go.
Freaking Mike Nash! Wow, special night, special night. Obviously, our guest is somebody because we know these folks don't all come in here just because of us. Or maybe they do. I don't know. No, probably not. Probably not. They probably all have better things to do if we didn't have our guest tonight. But here we are. Cool. Do you have anything you want to drop in there and talk about there, Willie?
No,
Before
I
we get
know.
into
I
it?
know we're kind of on limited time with our guest, and so I think we could go on about the Super Bowl or whatever, but nobody really cares about that. It's been talked about. So no, let's get to it.
The Super Bowl. There was that big event yesterday where that Taylor Swift was at. You know. Is that what you're talking
Yeah, that was
about?
2 days. That was 2 days ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, 2 days ago. Oh, that's right. It was yesterday. Wow, I missed a whole day. Oh,
I missed the whole day.
obviously it's not Monday, right? This isn't the Monday night train. Okay. You know what?
No.
I'm batting 1,000 tonight. I'm doing good. Awesome. Cool. Well, all right then. I think it's about that time. Then we could to bring our guest of honor up. I'll send out an invite. Once again, thank you everybody for being in here. Really stoked. I sent an invite to speak to Salawaki. I gotta know. You know, sometimes you gotta know. Sometimes names are at face value, and sometimes they aren't. Would come up here and then yell at me and go, "What the hell are you saying?"
Well, you shouldn't just type it out. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I
Type
just
it out
find
phonetically.
I just find sometimes I overthink them. You know, try to throw a little fanciness into the names. I sent an invite.
I did too. We
Okay.
having problems.
So we might be having a little bit of Twitter space problems. That's all right. We got this. We'll figure it out. We'll make it happen. Maybe we'll have to do the whole space by typed out words in the bubble down below, and everybody's going to have to follow along.
Nah, that would take way too long.
Come on.
That's why we never talk to AI Machina.
Very true enough. Very true enough. Very true enough.
Couldn't figure out how to get the pacing right.
I listened to the I know you popped in a little bit later into the show, but I listened to the whole finals of the Testones season 1 on Saturday, and it was awesome, man. It was good to hear from all the people that were, you know, from past competitors and the people that, you know, went all the way through up until the end. It was really, really, really heartwarming. Heartwarming. God, I just made that into a lovey, heartwarming moment.
Yeah, I was in there trying to dance in people's faces, but I don't think anybody was actually watching inside the on cyber or whatever.
I wasn't on that. It just it's really, when I'm running everything else, it's very hard. When I'm out walking the dog, I can't really, you know, I don't have my Apple eyewear yet, so I can't be out walking my dog and be dude. Hello.
Hi guys, sorry about that.
That's okay. We'll blame it on Twitter. It was Twitter's fault, not your fault.
Yeah, I was trying to connect with my earphones on, but it wouldn't let me. It always does that to me. I thought it was gonna be different this time. How are you? Thanks so much for the invite today.
Oh, happy to have you. Thank you for coming. Okay, so the big first question right off the bat. How do we pronounce your name? How do we pronounce your name? Salawaki? Is that your name?
Yes, you did it correct.
Oh, good. Okay, so why is it Salawaki 3000? Is there that many of them on Twitter?
Because I live in the year 3000.
All
I'm
right.
just kidding. I don't know. I really don't know why I named myself that time. Salawaki means sea urchin in my dialect. But yeah, I don't remember at all. But it may be because it sounds so, I don't know, cool.
No, totally. It sounds awesome. I mean, retro Manny probably loves it because it's very futuristic but retro. Salvaki 3000. Ooh, you got the 3000 model? Oh,
Yeah, I'm like, okay, that would explain some of your art being in the future. I could see that.
so you said, did you say it means sea urchin?
Yep,
Oh,
urchin.
interesting. And
It's
okay, and where are you from? I don't even know that.
I'm from the Philippines.
Oh,
Somewhere it's a small island, but I'm currently in my hometown right now. Um, it's a bit far from where I live originally,
right.
but yeah, I'll be back there on Sunday.
Oh, cool.
I've been here since October, so I'm looking forward to be back.
I bet.
Wow.
Always good to go back home.
Yep.
Yeah. So the Philippines, Willie, have we talked to anybody from the Philippines yet? Is this a new?
I don't think we have.
Ooh.
This might be a whole new country. I mean, we've talked to lots of artists from Indonesia, which is close, but not the same, right?
Right. It's not the
Um,
Philippines. Cool.
yeah, I don't think we've talked to anybody from the
Oh,
Philippines.
well,
I
wonder.
used to work with a ton of people from the Philippines, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, awesome. I'm always excited to add a new country to our repertoire. That's dope. That's awesome. Well, thank you very much for coming to visit with us tonight and to chat with us. We've definitely got some questions and stuff like that. I mean, I'm just going to start with the basic thing and go. So have you always been an artist? Were you growing up? Were you an artist? Were you always drawing and doing things in school when you were a little kid and until now?
Honestly, I wasn't much of an. I'm not really good at drawing and all that stuff, but when I was a kid, my brother, he was like more of an artist than me. But then when I was in high school, I started doing photography, and then after that, maybe in college, I also experimented a little bit with film photography, and then I enrolled myself to an art school and developed my art from there. I That's where I learned a lot about art, and I did a little experiment with sound, um, videos, but not the 3D ones I make right now.
Mm-hmm.
The 3D background, it came from when I was, I don't know, maybe it was 7 years ago when I started making furnitures in Second Life. That's where I learned how 3D works. And then I think it was 2 years ago when I started doing these 3D videos, animating. So yeah.
So okay, so when you were in art school, it's very interesting because a lot of the people we talk to who are very successful artists, like very or as far well when I say successful artists is that we all know they create great work. I mean sometimes we're not all successful because we're not making millions, but um, uh, a lot of them don't go to school. So you went to school for art.
I did,
Interesting.
but I didn't really finish.
Oh,
It was, but yeah, I actually studied. I mean, I jumped from one school to another, so maybe that's why. And I feel like I got really lucky with the my professors. They were kind of like really good artists in the Philippines, so maybe that's why. And I also learned a lot from those years
mm.
and experimented a lot.
Did you so with experimenting a lot? So did you kind of focus on stuff when you were in art school, like kind of things that you wanted to do, or you just did all kinds of stuff from, did you like painting? Did you do painting and stuff like that as well? Or were you just more on the digital side, like with what you said, like a little bit of audio, video, and stuff like that?
So I'm not sure about painting, but maybe I kind of did. Uh, but I'm never really good at drawing, and it didn't really speak that much to me. But I did experiment on like installations, uh, like, yeah, doing these videos, and I was also interested. I found out about like net art, internet art, and just working with these different mediums like sound and merging them together. That's it.
Sorry, so definitely, so more of the digitally kind of stuff, whether it was audio or video, you definitely were that focused on that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it. It's turned into something great, that's for sure. Um, so you got into you said like you got into 3D like about 7 years ago,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so that, what did you say about
Second Life.
Second Life? That's what I was going to ask about. What the hell is Second Life?
Oh, Second Life is like a very early metaverse. I think it was big around the like mid 2000s. But yeah, I started making furniture there. It's like an online virtual world. It's like a Sims online game.
Okay.
Um I made like chairs and like furniture, buildings there, and I sold them as assets,
Okay.
basically as like my work. Then, eventually I had to shift into like a new career, but it started that my skills
Mm.
with 3D. Um,
So was
and
that,
it
sorry,
sorry, wait,
I was going to say, so
yeah.
with the you said you were selling them, the pieces. Now back then, was it like hard currency, like dollars, or was it in-game currency that you were selling?
It was in-game currency that I like to well, basically you get it in dollars through PayPal.
Okay,
Yep.
so you could cash it out as actual physical money for yourself after.
Hmm.
Cool.
Yes,
So
it's a big
what
hobby.
what got you into that? How did you get turned on to that? To be like, oh, this I want to design virtual furniture for a minute. Like, how did you get started doing that?
Well, yeah, I was also like playing the game that time, and then I wanted to earn some money, like extra money, and then I also met some people in there that who made those like clothes, and they have like stores opened up, and then they were making pretty okay money. So I was like 19 then, or 18, and I wanted to have like a side job.
Okay.
That's why I started it. And I also wanted to learn 3D.
Hmm. So what were you designing on when you were doing your 3D? Were you using a computer? I'm guessing back then, or a tab?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was I originally started learning 3D in Cinema 4D. That's a 3D software, but I work with a Blender now
Right.
because it's
Cinema's OG.
easier. Yeah.
I remember I used Cinema once. I was teaching myself how to use it, and I like basically made a golden sphere that was, and then I was messing around with the light around it, and then after that I was like, you know what, I'm done with this took me way too long, I'm out of here. But I do remember that program. I do. Was it a stolen, was it a wares program, or was it bootlegged, or did you buy it?
Of course, it was bootleg. I'm Filipino.
I don't think it matters where you live in the world, man. That's the way it is. Nobody pays for that crap.
Exactly. It's super expensive anyway.
Right?
That's why I also shifted to Blender.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of free sources also, so it's good.
Yeah.
I actually prefer it more.
Well, it's I mean, is cinema even around anymore? I don't think it is it? I don't think so.
It is around,
Uh,
and it's more
oh,
expensive.
of course
I
it is.
heard.
You probably have, and then you have to have the super duper computer to run it on too. I remember it was really intensive on hardware.
I mean, it's a really good program because it's the rendering there is way better. But I don't know. It's just it was a bit too much.
Right.
I don't know how it works though with videos.
Right. Well, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of other people, maybe even millions, use Blender. So I think you're on the right track.
Yeah.
Anyways, working for sure. Um, so so what did you get into first? Did you get into doing the 3D videos, or did you get into the NFTs crypto world first? That,
I got into the I got into the NFT world when Hiketnong first started, maybe like around March 1st, 2021. Um my friend me to Hiketnong. And then I didn't really I just I just kind of hanged out. um I didn't really upload that much works that time. I did mint some old work, but it wasn't until maybe two when I really started dipping my toes and started working on videos, on 3D videos. And then this year, I mean, 2023, last year, I really started doing it. It was maybe 6 months ago. And I've been learning so much about animating and all that.
and it's a great place to be to do it because there's so many people willing to help you and hang out and chat with you, and so many other people doing things too, right? It's awesome. And you've come onto the scene like a freight train. Like people, it really. Willie and I were talking about this before the show earlier today. I was like, you know, this is one of those artists that everybody else knows, but I had no idea who the hell you were until Paul booked you. And I'm like, and then I had to go look, and I'm like, why have I never seen this person before? And then I'm looking, I'm like, oh, everybody knows who you are. And it's like, okay, well, Willie and I are in the dark. Well, I was, anyways.
Oh, I definitely was. I'm still in the dark. I'm still trying to figure out a lot of what's going on here.
So
Yeah.
with most of the, well, I mean, I've been cruising through your art for the last couple of weeks now, here and there, and so humor is definitely a thing in your art, right? Am I? Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I try.
No, definitely it is because I mean I've giggled at a few of your pieces. I think they're very clever and they capture 'em, but I just wasn't sure if that was meant to be. You know, sometimes it's not. You know, sometimes you say somebody, "Oh, that was really humorous. That was funny," and then they go, What do you mean? That was a serious piece. Didn't you see the trout? Like, um,
There's nothing more serious than trout.
no kidding, man. Especially floating across
I
the
should start lying though and tell everyone it's serious.
screen. Make them feel bad. um, Yeah, now that I'm looking at your stuff here now, I had some questions online, and now I'm looking at pieces and going, oh well, I just forgot what I was going to say because now I'm remembering these people. Where do you get your ideas? Where does this? I don't even know. Like I don't even know where to start with the questioning on all of this stuff. It's just that some of it is so amazing, and it's clever as hell. Um, so the character is the character you.
Yes, it's me.
Okay, it is. All right.
But I'd like to I mean, I like to separate it as Salawaki, the this character I have on these videos. So yeah, I the idea I don't start with like a like a topic, and then while making the work it just branches out,
Right.
and sometimes I do not remember where it came from.
Okay. All right. Well, that helps me understand it a little bit better then.
I don't know. Does that help? I don't know.
Well,
I'm more confused
well,
now.
it's kind of I was going to say because kind of the flow of some of the pieces, right? I think the one that off the top of my head there was one about a keyboard, um,
Yeah.
right? And then it's like now that you say that where you kind of don't know where anything comes from, like okay, well that like I get it because that piece there, I'm like kind of thinking in my head, I'm like, how does this progress in somebody's head? How does this progress like that? But I guess in the heat of the moment and while you're making the piece, you just go, oh, it's going to go here, and this is what's going to happen now, and then the computer's going to stop for a second, and then all of a sudden we got to bring in a trout. Okay.
Yeah, the trout saves me most of the time.
Right.
But yeah, it, it's like I just um sometimes it's really fun to just let it flow.
Yeah.
And because I get into this, like, yeah, maybe the humor comes from that it being spontaneous and stuff. uh I mostly work during the night when I'm alone, and so, I'm not proud of this, but when I take my smoke breaks, I think of these ideas, and sometimes I giggle, and oh, that would be funny if I add this and that.
No, that's perfect. That's awesome. That's good. That's good to understand how you're coming up with this stuff and creating it. And I mean, if it makes you funny, then that's what you got to go with, right? I mean, at least you can laugh at it then after.
Yeah, it's what I do mostly these days with the art I make, and a lot of like internet culture in there,
Hmm.
like what's happening these days.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely some of that going on. So have you ever when you've been working on a piece, have you ever put a lot of time and effort into it and then went, nope, at the end of it went, this doesn't, I don't even like what has come out of here.
Yeah, this that happened before. I mean, still now. Uh, Sometimes I would change things last minute, and I have to render videos again because it just doesn't feel right.
Mm.
Uh, but mostly I can just connect them
Mm.
to a new thing. Uh, yeah.
Well, that works. That's good. Just what's the word I'm looking for? Not sacrifice. Blah, blah, blah. Never mind. Don't even remember what I was going to say there. The word just totally eluded me. But yeah, no,
It's
it's good.
okay.
It's good. It's good when you can at least save some of it and go a different direction. Just have to get rid of a scene or two or something like that. I guess is what you would do, right? Huh.
Yes, or I sometimes just tell myself, oh, I can put that in another video.
Right.
Um, Sometimes I would write keywords on my phone, or maybe like phrases, and then sometimes it would be like two separate videos, when originally it was like one idea.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
The mind of an artist. Okay, so I
Two for the
guess
price of one.
two for the yeah. It's good deal. How long? Like, so I guess they're all different lengths, so it's not really a fair question. But how long do you typically work on a piece? Are you working on multiple pieces at the same time? I guess kind of you kind of are when we just talked about that.
Oh, I cannot do that. Um, but I would just set ideas aside. But with my work, I usually take 2 days to make it.
Okay, it's not bad.
Um,
That's a lot. It's a lot
yeah,
quick. It's a lot less time than I thought it would take to do stuff like this. But
sometimes it would take like 4 days.
hmm,
I honestly wish I could take more time, but yeah, it's I'm
and
also working at the speed of the internet.
So if you were to take more time, would they just be would you just make them longer pieces, or would you like put more into the same amount of time that the pieces are? So like if it's already a minute long piece, would you be just like packing more into that minute, or would you, if you could spend more time on it, would you make it 2 or 3 minutes long?
Maybe longer. Uh, but honestly, I don't know. I also thought about this. Like maybe it's not as funny if I take a longer time because I'm so used to doing it in 2 days. Before I actually worked on pieces for just hours, and they were like the funniest ones. So I'm not sure.
right. So kind of overthinking them, kind of spending time on them, just kind of makes them not as funny. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
That is really cool. Have to maybe one of these times you'll have to do a YouTube stream or something like that, and just get ideas from the people that are watching it, and you got to crank it out in like a couple hours, like live. Put the pressure on, laughing the whole time.
Just gotta do this, guys. Hurry up with those ideas.
For sure. Okay, so another burning question that well, maybe not everybody in here wants to know, but the trout, where'd the trout come from? Why is that such a reoccurring thing in your artwork?
The trout came from, I don't know. I was figuring this out, but maybe I we don't have trouts in the Philippines, but I don't know how I found them. Maybe I just like how the trout sounds. And when I was 18, I got like a tattoo of a trout, and I don't know, I just like how they look.
That's cool. What kind of a trout did you get a tattoo of?
I got a brook trout,
Okay,
but I also really like rainbow trouts.
absolutely. Well, they're beautiful sides on them.
Yeah,
No trout in the Philippines, yet you're loving the
I
trout.
know.
Well, if you
That's wild. My dad's been trout fishing his entire life, and
right,
he doesn't have a
Wow.
tattoo of a trout. So I'm like, wow, that's weird. That's
so
cool.
have
You
you
gotta introduce me to your dad.
Uh, Yeah, come to America. We'll take you trout fishing.
yeah.
Okay.
If you ever end up in my part of Canada, I'll take you trout fishing too. My lake is a trophy trout lake. There's huge ones on there. I got rainbows. But awesome.
Let's go.
Let's go. They're good fish too. They're tasty. Um, have you
America.
have you um have you ever seen a real trout?
No,
No, eh?
that's my dream.
All right.
I actually found a website that can sell me a trout.
That can sell you a trout,
Yeah, like
like a live trout.
like no, just frozen trout, dead trout.
Oh,
That's sad though. But someday,
That is great. I've never. I guess there you don't. I don't think a frozen trout would be so great after a while. But mind you, I guess I've had frozen trout out of the freezer. But I always wonder, like, that's interesting. So where does it come from? Where does the website send you trout from?
yeah.
just in the I don't know how they ship it. Maybe it comes here frozen. But I don't know. I don't even know. I'm not even sure if I'll eat it.
Right? Maybe just open it up and look at
Maybe
it and go,
Like we do a lot of smoked trout, and we jar it. And
oh yeah.
I'm thinking like, could I ship that to you? I don't know if legally if I could. Is the only thing.
Oh.
I guess I could just not say what it is.
You could just keep the frozen trout, send it to you frozen, just keep it in your fridge, freezer. Every once in a while, you could bring it out, look at look at it, talk to it. That is very
There
interesting.
with the
Yeah.
trout.
Do you do you want a frozen trout because you like you want to see it, or do you want to
I,
eat it?
I'm not sure if I want to eat it. I need to figure that out.
Okay.
It'd be kind of mixed emotions. I mean, she's got a trout tattoo for crying out loud. Like that would be totally mixed emotions,
Right.
right? And I mean, it's in her artwork too. Like this is like that'd be like eating a friend. I don't I haven't eaten trout in quite a while. I when I go fishing these days I catch and release all the time. But I
That's
haven't
nice.
they're beautiful. They're just gorgeous, gorgeous fish. All the species of trout, all the different subspecies of trout are amazing. Bull trout, that's another thing. We got bull trout here. They're amazing. They're a huge fighty fish. But yeah, rainbow trout, gorgeous. That's very interesting. Is there even I guess is there freshwater there's freshwater rivers and lakes in the Philippines, right?
Yeah, there is.
Okay, just no trout.
I'm just not sure if they're trout. I don't think so. But yeah, you sound like you're living in Disneyland for me. Salawaki's Disneyland.
Uh, well, I'm happy. The next time I go out to the cabin and I'm fishing, you guarantee that I'm going to take some photos and be tagging you on Twitter. I promise. And it won't even be that I want to catch the fish. It's like I have to catch the fish for Salawaki. It's very important.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find
please
one from last summer right now.
Yeah,
What was it? Sorry.
I said I'm trying to find a couple from last summer right now. I'll find a couple from this last summer.
that's so fun. Now I want Salawaki to come on a fishing excursion just to catch
I know,
trout,
right?
right? Do you do? Have you ever done any fishing yourself?
Maybe just once
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
Right.
We do have catfish here though. And it's really tasty.
Right.
And I think I tried um going to these ponds, but it's not really like serious fishing. But
Yeah.
I've tried I didn't really do it, but I tried spearfish. I mean, I went spearfishing with my friends, but I didn't really shoot a fish.
No. And that would have been in the ocean. I'm guessing, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. No trout.
No trout.
No trout. Yeah, I was just googling it here. I was like, but I guess there isn't. That's crazy. But you know what? And I also think about it too, though. I mean, people do come from all over the world to come and fish here, so I guess
Nice.
there can't be trout everywhere. Nope.
I
Yeah, I
kind of
would.
thought there were though. I don't know. I thought there were like that there were trout almost everywhere.
I don't know. I guess you got to have them big mountain lakes,
I
Willie.
guess not.
Yeah. This is what we learned today. There's some pretty badass fish in the Philippines, though. Like, I mean, there's some nice fish in the Philippines. There's no trout,
Yeah.
but some gorgeous fish. Okay, we should get back on the art.
No, it's okay. I'm loving this.
Loving the trout talk. Absolutely, yeah. Well, definitely, Willie will have to get you some photos of some trout. Maybe you can work them into some of your art pieces. You recently had a pretty sizable sale of an art piece, did you not? Last week, if I'm not right.
Yeah. Yes.
How did that feel? What a rush!
I know. Auctions are really always dramatic for me. Like they're kind of like telenovelas. Um, but yeah, I was really happy when I got that sale. Uh,
That was on Soul. Well,
and
that was on Soul. That one wasn't it?
no, it's an object.
Oh, was it?
The one. Yep.
thought I was being smart there. I guess not. What?
And
What?
it's always like, sorry,
No, go ahead.
and it's always something so unexpected with these auctions. But I'm really really happy.
Yeah, that's super exciting. Is that one of the biggest sales you've had?
Yes, I think so. Yeah. I
Oh,
mean, yeah.
that's amazing. That is amazing. Oh, I've had so many. I don't know. I'll think about. Maybe it was.
No, no, no,
I'm
sorry.
kidding. I'm kidding. No, that is
No.
super awesome. That was just over 300 tes, I think, right? I was trying to look for it, but my internet's slow here, so. But that is really awesome. And do you know the collector?
Yeah. You see, I know him. Um, he sometimes we chat about art, and yeah, he's been. It's such a nice number. I'm kidding.
No, that is amazing. I was excited when you were like, I was like, man, when it finished, I was like, damn. That
Oh, there's the trout. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm just I'm just saying what I'm typing. I'm sorry.
oh, you,
I didn't mean to sidetrack you there.
oh, you got it up there, Willie. Nice.
Yeah, posted a couple to the top up there.
That there's a whole
Well,
whole whack load of trout in there.
Yeah, that was a good day. Most of those are farm raised. Those are no big deal. The other one, the single picture, is a native brook trout that was caught and released. We let those stay. We let those live.
Yeah,
The
that's
farm raised, yeah, we take them home.
yeah. I don't get. See, my lake they stock it, but very thinly. But they stock it with smaller fish so that they have a better chance of living. I guess that's how it works. Um, the lake that my cabin is on, I can't. I don't keep any of those fish because they are all big, healthy, fat fish. And it's like, man, you've been living this long. I'm gonna let you go. Go do your thing. You can go back and piss me off another day. When
Yeah.
um, so you're so how did you create so the character that you're using? How did you create the character? Did you go right from scratch, or did you like scan photos and create it into this? I'm not totally familiar on 3D artwork when you're trying to make somebody look kind of real.
yeah, I use this. It's also a free software. DAZ 3D. You just put your picture there, and then it generates this avatar for you.
Oh, cool.
And I also use like Marvelous Designer, this software where you can create clothes for the for the for Salawaki's outfit. But it's a difficult software, so that's the only thing she wears.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
I've had a lot of attempts
It,
to
it,
make
it
her
looks it looks kind of
to
like to me at least it looks kind of like the grown up version of the internet's dancing baby, like the one of the
yeah.
very early animated um like gifs.
Yeah, you know what? I actually have a video before it. I think it was the first animated video I made about that baby.
About the dancing baby.
Yeah. Hold on, I will link it.
bet
That just reminds
I
me
bet I bet you
of
didn't expect that answer, did you, Willie?
I did not. I did not think there was going to actually be some sort of link there.
When was that baby? That baby was like 1993 circa. Well, probably later, probably like
I
96.
think it was closer to like
Yeah.
97,
Yeah.
96 or 97.
I think it was 96 actually. The also the year I was born.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm trying to.
Go right ahead. Click away. While you're taking care of that, I'll just give a shout out to everybody that's in the room listening to us tonight. Thank you very much for popping in here. Mike Nash, Retro Manny, Josh. Oh, Para is down there. Thank you very much for coming in. It's 4 in the morning for her right now. Oh, thank you for popping in. It's good to see you down there. Lily White, Fendel de la Creme, Paul, who is a ghost. Thank you for popping in, and thank you for arranging our guest tonight, sir. Paul, who is a ghost, is part of our booking department and does a fine, fine job. Little Cakes, Brain Digs, Number One Hash Brown, United Saints, Sister Sage, Agnes, Lego Geo 7. Thank you for popping in here tonight. We are talking to Salawaki. We're chatting about 3D art, trout, everything, and dancing babies. I remember that, that thing was huge, but like, wasn't it from? I remember they just created it because, too, that dancing baby. There was no real reason for it originally.
Yeah, it was just kind of like a flex of like what can we do?
Right.
It was it as far as what I remember about it. Yeah, there was no like real reason for it. It was just like, hey, we're starting to learn to animate full animation in you know in the 90s. So yeah, it was just kind of like that was like the most advanced thing at the time. Like Pixar, Toy Story, none of that had really been out yet.
No. Yeah, it would have taken a lot of power back then, especially if you're
Hmm.
especially if you're running Windows 95. Would have been brutal.
Yeah, old, nice DOS based OS.
So, a lot of your themes and things. I mean, you said it earlier, right? You try to keep touch with what's going on in the world, in the space. Uh, do some of them, are they personal experiences? Some of them.
Some of them, yes.
Hmm.
I'm trying to remember.
I was gonna say, like are you a pile of grass? Did you turn into grass, like in the touch grass piece? No.
Yes, it happened.
I believe it. It was real. That was a really enjoyable piece. I did enjoy that one. I like that one a lot, actually. Um, out of your, there's so many here. I mean, I'm trying to pick favorites, but I don't know. Out of the pieces that you've created so far on just object, that are listed on object, do you have a favorite piece that you'd like to talk about and point us to? It's a hard question. I know. I hate it when people ask me shit like that.
Trying to look for. I really enjoyed making Is It Cake?
Is it cake? All right, I'm gonna find it here.
I don't think I saw that one. I didn't see Is It Cake.
I wouldn't remember the names of them, but then probably when I see this, I'll be like, oh yeah, that one.
I did look at a lot of the Solana stuff though. I guess there's only a few pieces on Solana, and I watched all those, and they really gave me a vibe of you being from the future, and like those like I felt like those were all commercials that you made for the original Total Recall. Like when he walks in to like go somewhere else, you just see like relaxation over here on a screen, and I feel like that's what all those were. I'm like, what is going on here?
It was. I'm trying to. I'm loading. I'm loading. Is it cake up now? So I can talk about it. Check it out. I think I did watch this one. Why did you choose Is It Cake? What speaks to you the most about it?
I think it's because it was fun to make. I guess it's really funny, and I think it kind of led me to this to more ideas. I guess because I wanted with this one and also some of my work after that wanted to make like a 90s TV style of videos, and eventually I will have to connect them together and then turn them into like a long um video. And it's mostly like a commentary on American television. I'm really interested in that because it's so um like the infomercials.
Right.
I find them funny and I don't know. Most nostalgia. It's also really nostalgic. And I also I think of it as like as a Filipino, I think of them as like caricatures of like American culture. I don't know if that makes sense. Uh, so yeah, this piece, I think I really had a great time working on it.
I'm watching it right now. It is a fun piece. You guys, I mean, I guess most of the world does, but do you have in the Philippines? You have a big influence from American television,
Oh
especially
yes.
and
Yeah.
you know, infomercials. It's funny with infomercials. I found myself many times in my life just zoning out and watching infomercials endlessly.
Yeah.
Which I guess is the point of the infomercials. I don't know why, but I zone out on them, and it's like easy watching.
Well, they used to be the only thing that was on, after 10 o'clock or whenever regular programming was off on a certain channel. So if you left the channel on, then you'd wake up to, and you fell asleep or something. You'd wake up to infomercials at some point, and then at some point in the night, at like say 2 o'clock in the morning, no channels were running any kind of programming at all, and they were only like you could only find infomercials on. So if you were a night owl, that's all you had to watch. In America, is like at that time, in the late
That
'90s or late '90s, early 2000s, even like before we had streaming,
Yeah.
you would you'd wake up in the middle of the night and just be like, oh, all right, well, guess it's infomercial time.
yeah.
And you would flip through. I remember flipping through the TV, 'cause I was a night owl, and being like, okay, is there a new infomercial I can find at least? You're like, oh, I haven't seen this car wash device yet. Let's watch this one.
The microfiber towels.
Mm-hmm.
Sham wow.
You'd be like, oh, I know what this guy's doing. All right, all right. Let's see. Is there something else is there a new infomercial we can watch at least?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense to me because I mean I was DJing at that point in my life, so yeah, that's what was on TV when I came home.
Right, and I think I also experienced that. I mean, we also had that before, and maybe that's why I this like series is a bit special to me because I don't know, I'm mostly working at night, and maybe that's why I eventually made something like that.
It worked. It made the infomercials made an imprint on your mind. It worked. Now maybe that could be the next calling. Maybe that'll be the big calling. Maybe they'll people will see this and go, man, we gotta hire her to do these infomercials for us, man. This is legendary stuff here.
Are they still doing infomercials?
Oh
That'd be
yeah,
a great concept. Let's start pitching infomercials to Netflix.
they do still do infomercials, 100%. They're usually on early in the morning on like weekends. I usually find infomercials now when the dog wakes me up at 5:30 in the morning. They're still around. They still got to sell. They still got to sell crap, Willie.
Yeah, I thought that's what Amazon was for, and Timu.
Yeah, well, some of the more high-end crap gets sold on infomercials.
Mhm.
Oh, you know what we have now are those like live selling. I don't know if you guys have that in America, but we have that here. I mean,
Yeah.
we have that here. The, the people would sell stuff uh on live,
Oh yeah,
like
we
live.
we we have that. It's called QVC over here.
Well, they do. You're
What?
talking about.
Sorry.
It's
What?
called QVC.
Oh, QVC.
Yeah.
But you're talking about like the Salawaki. You're talking about like the TikTok stuff, right? Like I think I see it on TikTok all the time, where like they're selling pearls, where they like they'll open up the oyster live on and go, "This is your oyster. This is your pearl you just bought," and like and beads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking
Home,
like
home,
the card guy.
home.
You know, we've we've only got 1,000 of these cards left. Everyone's guaranteed to have a rookie card in it.
I mean, that's probably where it came from.
You can
But
get
yeah, I'm
4.3 billion knives for just 19.99 if you buy within the next 20 minutes. The knife guy. That's what I was thinking.
Knife guy. What sort of stuff are they selling over there, Salawaki?
mostly in the Philippines, like the Filipino live streams, they sell clothes.
Right.
But I also see the Chinese ones. They just sell really random things.
Like frozen trout.
I should. I'm actually really interested in that world. I I want to do more research and then make like a series. Maybe sell trouts on
There
live,
you go.
frozen trout or trout stickers because I don't have access to them.
There you go. How big is your trout tattoo? I forgot to ask that earlier.
It's like my forearm. It's on my forearm.
Oh, good size then,
Um,
hey?
it's a bit big. Like,
Well, I mean, it's not like you got it across
maybe
your back.
yeah, no. But I also have other like fish tattoos.
Well, you got to have a school. You can't just have one, right? You got to have a school of fish.
Uh, People would call me fish tat before.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh?
because of it.
That's cool. That's a good collection. I mean, at least it's a collection and it makes sense, right? I mean, some people well, don't get me wrong, because everybody's tattoos make sense to them, of course, but sometimes you look at some people, so the tattoos that they've chosen to put on their bodies, and you're like, well, none of that works together. But I guess if you're getting a bunch of, if you're working with a bunch of fish, then it's like, it kind of makes sense, right? You're making your body an aquarium or the ocean. My body is an ocean. Do you, so I mean, lots of entertaining comical stuff in your pieces. Do you have any pieces? I didn't really notice any pieces that kind of were like serious and like a dark side to them. Am I wrong in saying that? Do you always stick with the entertaining, happy stuff, or do you have some dark pieces?
I have some. I'm not sure if I have some. I have this series. Um, it feels like a dead mall in here. Um, where I have it's I would think of it as serious. I'm not sure um if it is really but it's an object.
Oh yeah, I just pulled
I
it up
can
here. I'm just looking at it right
Yep.
now.
So it's mostly like it's not my usual 3D stuff because I think I made this before I got my computer back. I was it was made on CapCut with PNGs.
You had to, even though your computer wasn't with you, you had to keep creating and you had to find a way.
Yeah, I needed to eat.
Yeah, yeah.
But this one I really this it's also one of my favorite um videos. A couple of it's I had I didn't want to create a lot of it because it was a bit special to me.
That's kind of cool.
I
No,
really liked it also.
it's very cool to know that. To know, I'm gonna go back and look at this series now after we're done chatting with you tonight, and I'm gonna check it out a little bit more, just to know that it was different. It was a different point. You created it differently, and it was just a different.
Yes, I think so. I wanna create more um videos like that actually.
Well, you know how now,
Yep.
so I mean, you should jump in on it. So would you continue to make them that way, or would you do it on the computer in a different way, like but same kind of idea?
Maybe with the three work now. Um I'm just right now I'm just experimenting with what I can do with these things because I'm slowly um I can feel my I mean I feel like I'm slowly getting good at Blender, and so there's more like freedom for me to there are less and less limitations for me to work on. Um so I'm looking forward, and I'm just experimenting with what I can do here
Mm.
on Blender and
No, that's cool. Work with what you know and expand your craft out of there.
yeah,
It's a beautiful thing.
I'm
Why
and it's really Blender is really addicting too.
I'm sure Hash Brown would agree with you down there, because I know Hash Brown's all about diving into the Blender world. Everybody that I know that uses it swears by it, 100%. So I messed with it years ago, and I've not used it in a bit. So maybe I should get back to it. I don't know. Maybe I can make that golden sphere all over again, but in Blender,
I'm 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 getting ready to start playing with it. So
right?
we'll see.
Blend some stuff up, do it. Um, Shit, my mind went blank again. That's the second time tonight. Maybe I'm dying. I don't know. No, just kidding. Um, yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, no, that I'm definitely gonna look at that. It feels like a Dead Mall in here collection after, and give it a second chance with those fresh eyes on it now that I know about it. What I know about it. That's good. So when you're creating pieces, because you said earlier you don't you're not working on multiple pieces at once, correct?
Yes.
Right. So do you ever get frustrated and want to finish a piece really, really quickly because you want to start on the next one because it would be really, really relevant if you got it out there quick? Does that happen to you?
Um, I'm not sure if that happened to me before. Uh, but yeah, it's I usually just try to focus on one thing.
Hmm.
Because I just can't work on two things at once. I will try them again in the future, but it doesn't really work for me now. If I mean, and whenever I do it, but yeah, like I said earlier, sometimes I would render videos for this one thing I'm working on, but decide I'm don't like it there anymore, so I would put it maybe I'll put that on the future videos,
Mm. Have
and
some
it takes
ammunition in the
work.
bag. Yeah, cool for sure. So this is I think I've already gathered from this. This is what you do for a living. You are a full-time artist, yes?
Currently, yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's great. Um, it's a it's a privilege for me. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, so many people wish that that's they could be, focus on it and make it their job. Why do you create it? Why do you create at night a lot? Is it just you're just a night owl? Is that the way it is?
Yeah, I'm a night owl. Had a lot of attempts on working during the day, but I always fail. But yeah, I'm so used to working at night.
Is it because there's too many distractions during the day?
I think so, and it gets really hot also in the Philippines,
Mm. Okay, yeah, I'd
and
see that.
I'm just really drowsy, um,
I mean, nothing
during
gets
the
the creative juices going like some good old infomercial in the background. Just some drowning noise. Just, you know what? I better do something else.
it's good white noise.
Yeah.
No, because then you end up watching the infomercials. Then you're not getting anything done.
Not not after the 10th time. You go,
Right?
oh, I've seen this one. You know what? This gives me an idea.
This is
We go to work on
no. You'll be like, oh, my favorite part's coming up. Hang on.
this. Oh, this is the part where he cuts the penny in half. Ready? Hold on, wait
Here
for
we go. Watch this. Keep hoping he's going to cut his finger off this time.
it.
The
um,
fruit flies.
I guess I kind of did notice because I was kind of thinking about it today because I in the past week since I've really been actively paying more attention to you is that like you seem like you're up 24 hours a day almost like
Yeah, it's a bad habit. I should really.
I'm not scolding you for it. I'm just believe me. I mean, in this space, I mean, you look around and you talk to a lot of these. There's a lot of artists that do things that way, right? Like it's like we'll ask the question. They'll tell us what their process is and when they work on their stuff and what they do. Plus, some of them have daytime jobs, but then you always see them. Like you'll see them in spaces all the time. You see them active on Twitter all the time. And then the question that we always ask is, "Holy shit, when do you sleep?"
I I don't this week especially it's it's terrible. Like my sleep's just terrible this week. Ever since um I had that auction because I needed to stay up. I've been trying to get back to a more sane sleep schedule.
So it was just the excitement kept you up when the auction was going? It just kept you up and you had to watch it? Or did you feel obligated to be awake and communicating while the auction was going on?
Yeah, I also felt that need to be there. Um
Because I was going to say,
and
auctions can go on without you being awake. But yeah, okay, I get that for sure. I mean,
yeah, and it's also like you get um like engagements as well if you're I don't know if you like advertise it.
yeah, makes total sense. Nope, totally makes sense. So having an auction like that you've just come off of that high now, does that put pressure on you for the next one? Or will you just continue creating like you create and it is what it is? Like maybe the next auction may not be like that. Like does that put pressure on you when you have a sale like that?
Sometimes it does, but I'd like to think not to really think too much about it. I try. Uh so maybe the pressure of creating something that's uh interesting as those uh videos. That's what I have I'm scared of. I mean not being able to deliver something as interesting, I guess. But I'm trying to shake it off.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't think there's any danger of that because all of your pieces, there wasn't a piece that I clicked on that I went, Like every piece I've clicked on, I've always watched more than once, and I've been like, "This is awesome." Not one of the pieces that I've selected to watch have I ever went, "Eh." She was calling this one in, but um, no, they're all
So
fabulous. I just yeah.
Where where sorry, go ahead,
No, go
Vince.
ahead, Willie. Sorry.
So where do you get a lot of your audio from? I mean, I don't think you're recording it yourself, right? You know, after talking to you now, doesn't sound like it's your voice.
oh, they're from this website, like a text to speech website. So it's
Okay, so
mostly
you
just voices.
okay,
And then the sound I use like public domain from freesound.org.
I didn't know
Public domain.
if you were like yeah, if you were like pulling from specific clips of things that that you had heard or rang a bell, or but it sounds like you're actually kind of writing the script and then and then you know text to
Yeah,
speech in it.
yeah.
Okay,
I do those. And then the music, it usually comes from freesound.org, or sometimes especially the infomercial ones, I I use videos from archive.org.
okay.
It's
The last
like American documentaries.
Nice.
the last month
Oh,
or
sorry.
so I've been getting into finding like a lot of free stuff, like the stuff that like some of the websites that you mentioned I've been checking out, and it's really cool to dig through and find some of these audio clips or video clips too, for that matter. It's really fun, but I find I get lost in it. Like I find sometimes I just end up listening to audio clips forever and ever and ever and go, shit, why was I here?
Yeah, it's a trap. I always get into that. Especially I don't know. I usually make my audio for. I mean, yeah, I arrange my audio first because I download it, right, and then I sometimes edit it to make it sound like atmospheric. Uh, so yeah, I get lost in these. Oh, this is beautiful. And then I would lose track of time. So maybe that's what's taking me so long
So
to
when you
make to work on something.
so you'll figure out if you can keep yourself focused. You'll be like, holy crap! I can make one of these in like 5 minutes if I just keep concentrating. No, I know that's not true, but um, let's go. So that is the workflow. So do you always, you kind of said there that you get the audio ready first and then you create, or is it always that way, or do sometimes you create the visual piece and then put the audio in?
I'd like to work um with a specific music. I'd like to start working with the first music so I can have like a general feel of what the video would be like. Maybe it helps me more, I guess. Um so yeah, that's what I usually do. My usual process.
Cool. I think a few people have said that. We've heard a few people that animate that said they like to have the audio first, but it probably makes it a little bit easier if you have the audio first too, right? Because then you know what you have to animate to, where
Yes.
where points are and stuff. I guess that makes sense. I guess it would be kind of point. That's kind of like thinking about creating an animation where you have somebody talking, making them say something, and then going and finding the audio for it. That wouldn't work out really well, would it?
I mean, people do that though.
They do. They do.
You know, some people's brains work like that.
Um,
Yeah, I think so. Some,
um,
but I like working with sound as well. Um, I wish I can make more music. I used to make music actually, uh, but I don't know now. I forgot how to make music on Ableton, but I used to do that. But I just really like working with sound. I think I can't work without it.
That's cool. Do you? So you're, I mean, sound like you were just taking soundscape stuff too, right? Like you just like general sound altogether. It doesn't necessarily have to be music or,
Yeah,
yeah. I like working with
like
sound too. It's fun. I think
mhm.
it's very creative. You know, it takes a certain kind of person to be able to put sound together to make it something, right? I mean, a really good sound designer can basically create something and put a picture into your head without actually putting a visual to it.
Yeah, and I think I had this like phase also before when I wanted to become like yeah a sound designer for movies. I think I tried it once for my friend's film, and yeah, I really enjoy it, especially the ambient sounds. uh I also want to in the future. I've always had this dream of recording just random sounds and like just make my own library. So eventually I have this, yeah, I have this sounds for this certain video and stuff.
Right? And they
I
would
don't know, it's just really fun.
no, I think that's brilliant because I mean, you even think about having your own catalog, then you would have sounds that nobody else has. You create the ones you exactly want. I mean, that becomes hugely worth something too, right? Especially if somebody goes, "I need these sounds. Like I'm looking for this particular sounds or the whatever," and they, "Oh my God, I found this Salawaki sound catalog. This is brilliant. This is what I need." And then boom, you're making more money, right?
Yeah, no, no, I would maybe release it all for free
Yeah. Well, that's nice too.
because I like the open source world.
Yeah, for sure. That definitely. That's it's. I never realized how much open source stuff is available to people until very recently, and I think it's you're that's a great way to look at it too.
I mean, I would try to get you some sounds of trout, but they don't make a lot of noise.
Well, they make
It
that.
would
You just hear my kids screaming in the background.
They,
it's probably like lewd sounds.
they kind of make that when you hit them on the head, they kind of go. Sorry, that was a bad. Um, I know we're on limited time with you tonight, so if you're okay with it, I would like to ask if anybody listening has any questions for you. I would like to bring them up if that's all right with you.
Yes,
You're cool with
for
that?
sure.
Sure. Okay, so putting it out there, if anybody has some questions or would like to throw flowers to our guest, um, please feel free to request and pop on up if you do have questions. And
So I want to know, do you guys have the 5G palm trees in the Philippines?
Yeah, we. Oh, no, 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 not actually. I think I just saw that online also, and it's really really funny.
Well, because we've
I
we've got
wish
them
we
we've got
had
them
that.
here we've got them here all over the place, right? And the thing that I find so ridiculous about it is we've got palm trees and we've got pine trees, but they'll put the pine trees where there's a bunch of naturally growing palm trees, and they put the
Oh
palm
wow.
trees where there's a bunch of naturally growing pine trees. I'm like, well, what the hell's the point of disguising them as trees if you're not going to blend them in with the rest of the trees? It's the most backwards thing I've ever seen. But I saw that piece here. So I'm like, all right, that's kind of cool.
that
Because
sounds
I was looking at all those AR pieces down there, like kind of early in your collection, and like they're all to size, like the wacky waving arm guy to size, like to full scale. It's pretty neat. So like I was inside and I was trying to look at it. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I had to come outside and find some light. That turned some light on. I'm like, whoa, all right, this is cool. Because they show up all in
The-
AR. It's pretty neat.
oh yeah, I that's also one of the reasons why I made this coconut 5G tower because I wanted to. to see it on my camera.
Yeah. So put it in its natural habitat, in with a bunch of pine trees.
I'll look for one here.
That's
Yeah.
that
It's
just
the
sounds
most
like the way.
accurate thing. Thanks for letting me know.
That,
Or just redraw a pine tree and then put it in with palm trees.
Yeah.
that sounds like what that
Yeah,
sounds like what
that's
public
funny.
that sounds like what public that sounds like what cities do. That sounds like public planning at its best.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's terrible.
Um, Fendel popped up here. Fendel, what's going on, my man? You got a question? You got something to say, sir?
Oh, what's going on? Salawaki, it's so wonderful to hear you on the WXABK program. I just love your arts for years now, since Hick at Nunk, and Jane and I were just looking at your art and just crying to tears, like how the bear market ends. Just the trout shooting down the bear is just like so good. Oh, it's so
Thank you.
wonderful. Thank you so much for like making us laugh, and it's just, I just love your art so much. I would just, and like, if you ever need sound design, I am always here for you, friend. Always here. I was just like wondering, like, I just love your humor of your pieces so much, and I'm just like wondering where you get that inspiration from, just the wonderful humor of like your pieces, and where that comes from, and like where you draw that.
Thank you so much, Fendel. I really like sorry about that. Uh I really like Nathan Fielder's work. His last work is really, I mean, I'm really inspired by comedy and these movies. Sorry, people talking in the background. I'm inspired by films also with these videos. Uh the Nathan Fielder's recent one.
The
Recent
the curse.
No, not the curse. The one before that, the
The
rehearsal.
the rehearsal. Oh my god, that was a phenomenal series.
Yeah, just movies like this. I really enjoy. I really draw inspiration from. Also, like stuff by Yorgos Lanthimos. I really liked even before. Uh, Especially Dogtooth. That was my favorite movie. Um, so yeah, I think that's where it came from, and I also I feel like I'm a frustrated comedian. Uh,
I
yeah, just this like kind of like slapstick comedy. I don't. Oh, is it? No, 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 no. Just this dry humor, I guess, and kind of like this, mm, mm, like a blend of. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Kind of like a blend of surrealism and humor. I I really like it.
Oh, it gets everybody cracking up. That's for sure. That's where I had to be very careful. Like I asked at the beginning, I'm like, I see a lot of humor here. Is this humor or is it supposed to be
Yeah,
serious?
because it's now that you mentioned Nathan Fielder, I'm like, okay, now I get it. It's
Right.
it's really dry, and it's kind of like it's cringy at times. You're like, I don't know what's going on here. Like you don't know how to feel about it. But yeah,
I love it. I
I think
I
that's
dig
it
it.
for me. I think that's what it is, Willie, is that the work makes you feel, and then you question what you're feeling and why, because it's a trout.
Yeah, why does this trout have batteries in it? What's going on here? I don't
ladies and
know.
I really I
It's a
feel the
trout that likes to
connection.
party.
Yeah,
Party
well, I
trout.
feel the connection between Salawaki and her trout. Did you watch the the I Wish I Was a Rock video. That one made me cry.
I did not see that one. I'll have to check that out after the space.
It's a really good piece. Isn't that the one that was just on auction?
Yeah, that was the one that I was just going to say. That was the one that was just in the auction, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I did watch that one actually. Sorry.
Salawaki, we lost her. She's up, she's down. Paul came in and kicked her out.
I didn't mean to.
No,
Did I really
I'm
do
kidding,
that?
buddy. No. This is a Twitter space, man. Nothing goes right all the time.
I mean, we're connecting people across the globe, man.
That's what happens.
What do you expect here?
It must be one of those 5G palm trees just went down.
Yeah.
The coconut tower.
Yeah, coconut tower went out. Just fell.
It got cut down for palm oil.
Try unplugging the coconut tower and plugging it back in. Oh, it worked.
I think my computer kicked me off.
So I wanted to know if you could tell us a little about Proof of Stake.
What? Sorry?
I was wondering if you would tell us a little about your piece, Proof of Stake.
Oh, Proof of Stake. I don't know. I think I made that because I really like this the punching video. It was from a green screen of this punching. I think it was from CS:GO actually, and it was during that moment when I didn't have my computer and all I had was my girlfriend's laptop, and my it was limited, right? And so I found this green screen videos on YouTube, and I would use them. And I don't remember why I used a stake. Maybe yeah, like Proof of Stake. Maybe I just connected that.
Where does the audio in that piece come from? Because I feel like I've heard it before. Either that or I've watched the piece before, and then I forgot that I watched it, and I watched it again. And I went, where have I heard this?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it kind of reminded me also of those like Chinese phones, maybe. But this one, the audio's from also the text to speech website. But
Okay.
I think it's a bit close to that audio, like the Chinese phone audios.
It sounds like I used to have a keychain that had swear. It used to say "fuck you, eat shit," and it sounds very similar to that. I'm sure it's probably. I love it.
Yeah, but I really love this work too. It's really silly as well.
This was actually the first one that I watched, the first piece of yours that I watched, and the only reason it was is because the Proof of Stake. I'm like, oh, what's this? And then it was the picture of the steak that I'm like, well, I definitely got to click on this.
But yeah, I did these videos I really like because they're kind of like collage.
That's kind of cool. So it was a green screen steak.
This steak, I think I have it as a PNG.
All right.
And just the punching video was the green screen.
Right.
It's really.
That's creative. I love it. See, we're all smiling right now. Even the people that aren't looking at, I'm looking at it right now, but even the people that aren't looking at it, man, if you've never seen it, doesn't it make you smile just listening, hearing about it? Totally it does.
I'm thinking about how to turn it into a physical 3D print so that when you punch it, it says the audio.
Oh yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
You can get those buttons that you record messages in, and then just stuff that inside of the stakes.
Oh, there we go.
Just like the easy button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. This is where I wish, I mean, we are simulcasting on YouTube, but this is where I wish that this Twitter space right now, I wish there was a screen up the top so we could be sharing this stuff with everybody, because you can't totally do these pieces justice without watching them, for sure. But I'm sure anybody in here that's new, who has never looked at your works and just kind of wandered in here tonight wondering, they're going to go check your works out. That's a guarantee now, because there's no way you could be listening to this conversation. You'd go, okay, wait, I got to go check this shit out now. What the hell are they talking about? Trout steaks?
Trout.
Here we are talking about steaks, and this is the audio.
I love you. I love you.
Yeah.
I love you.
Right? Oh, fucking awesome. Oh, I love this. This is entertaining as hell. I'm smiling ear to ear.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. This is fucking amazing stuff. And I like how this is just like you create these pieces and they're just funny. This is funny. I'm making this today. It's funny, and I'm going to put this down in a video right now.
I really liked the Tez Bowl infomercial.
The testful.
I still think
Thank you.
I still think the touch grass one was just one of my favorites, because it was, I don't know, it's not even the funniest one that I've watched out of the ones that you've done, but it's just, I don't know, there's just something about it. It's like, this is what I'll look like in a couple weeks. Like, I'm just like, it's how can I not giggle and laugh?
Yeah, hopefully that's me soon.
Touching grass,
grass.
or becoming grass? Think about how many more haircuts you'd have to get if you were grass. Jesus.
Just get a pet that eats grass.
Oh, that's a good idea. Then you could just lay there and your pet can just graze you.
Like a goat. There are quite a few
on
goats
the top
in
of your
there.
head.
A goat or a guinea pig or something like that. Rabbit. Fuck.
Oh yeah, a goat.
Are you
It's like we give them lawnmower here.
Yeah, they do a good job. They get rid of the weeds too. Right.
I would want one someday, a goat.
Oh, see, that would have been another question to ask you. In the one piece, you so you didn't buy a goat in real life?
No, because I don't have like a space for them.
What do you mean? Goats can
I
hang
don't
out anywhere,
have
anywhere,
land.
anywhere a dog can go, a goat can go. So I mean, you can walk your goat around, throw it in the back seat of the car.
Yeah. No, I don't have a car currently, so
Well, perfect. Then
I want to.
you don't have to worry
Ride
about
the goat.
You don't you ride the goat.
They're just fun creatures, and they jump. They're silly creatures, and they're fun to watch.
I went to a few years ago. I went to a petting zoo, and they had these goats. So I went in, and the girl was in there, and she was handing hay out to people, and you could, or whatever it was, alfalfa or something, and she's like, you could feed the goats. I'm like, oh, cool. So I'm feeding the goats the whole time. My girlfriend's there. We're feeding the goats, taking some pictures. Then I'm like, okay, well, let's go do something else now. I found out after I left that they were fainting goats. And I didn't I didn't make them faint. I was so disappointed. I wanted to go back so bad.
Talk about a missed opportunity, huh?
Right? Well, I was.
Those.
What's that?
I've seen videos of goats fainting.
Yeah. It's hilarious. It's funny because I remember even looking over my girlfriend and going, "Well, I didn't see that on any sign anywhere." And she's like, "Well, yeah. Do you think that makes sense at a petting zoo? You're just gonna have people like terrifying these goats all day long, right?" You go to the goat petting zoo and they're all just laying there dead because people keep scaring the shit out of them.
And yeah, I also remember like Goat Simulator. Have you guys played?
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
also
Goat
real.
Simulator.
I never played that.
You don't need to, but it is funny.
I like that. That's totally honest. You don't need to play it, but yeah.
You don't need to play. You're not.
Goat simulator, totally.
You don't need that baggage.
No.
We
It's
had to
just a
tell
weird, funny game.
we had to tell my
Yeah.
son he's not allowed to play it.
Oh yeah, I heard there's a new one.
There's too much like drugs and terrorists and violence in it.
Really?
Oh
That's
wow.
not what being a goat is. Come on. Where are the cans? I want to eat some cans.
In somebody's blue jeans,
Yeah, exactly.
right? Okay. Well, that's interesting. I never played that, but that's probably why I never played it. It sounds a little too serious for me if it's got goats or if it's got drugs and drug dealers in it, man.
I guess I got to keep an eye out on which version my kid's playing because I haven't noticed that in it.
That's totally not for kids.
Oh, good parenting, Willie.
I didn't know Goat Simulator wasn't for kids. You know, I didn't know it was Goat Simulator San Andreas.
I check. Yeah, exactly. That's why I check Common Sense Media.
Vice City goats.
Yeah, Vice City Goat.
Jesus. Um, Salawaki, are you working on a new piece right now currently?
I'm trying to. Hopefully this week I'll get to release something again. Um, yeah, that's I have been attempting to work. Maybe when I get enough sleep.
What time is it there for you right now? You're in the afternoon or morning still? You're morning.
It's, yeah, it's at 11:45 right now.
Right.
And yeah, I'm usually asleep right now, but I just took a nap earlier.
You took a
Do
nap
you
while we were talking to you?
No, before.
do you have like a grand long term plan? Like are all these pieces going to come together in a full length film someday, kind of thing, or like are we just looking at you know keeping it day by day and doing what we like to do?
Yeah, that's kind of my plan. Like maybe connect them, especially the ones that are like TV shows. The recent one does not those, but the one that's kind of like is it cake? I want to connect them and hopefully um so I can send them to like film grants or festivals.
Right.
Okay.
And actually, I just my plan. I don't have a solid plan yet, but maybe in the future, I really want to make uh like a short film or maybe like a full featured film. I was actually also talking to a friend about it, like a fellow artist here, maybe collab. Um, I will not talk more about it because maybe it won't happen. I
Yeah,
don't want
yeah.
to jinx, but yeah, I'm also talking to yeah a lot of artists I can collaborate with. I'm looking forward to that. Uh, yeah, I just want to make more videos. For now, it's really fun for me.
Mhm.
Uh, Possibly work on. I mean, make more GLBs too, like interactive stuff. So yeah, that's my plan for now.
Okay, cool.
The GLBs
Hopefully,
GLBs are cool. I've collected a few from different artists here and there. They're just fun to spin around and mess with.
yeah. When I first um my first I mean my first month in this space, I really was interested at them. I wanna experiment again. I wanna actually there's this like a metaverse in Solana that I wanna create things on. Third Land, it looks really interesting. So I'm thinking of experimenting there too.
First there was Second Life, now there's Third Land. That's cool. I like
I think that was a Starbucks commercial. Nay, advertising campaign.
Realize that.
I do like the idea about you compiling a few of them together and putting them together into something to go like to festivals or something like that. I think that your stuff would play very well at a lot of video festivals and stuff like that, movie festivals and things like for sure. Like I could totally picture myself going to a night and 15 minutes of your pieces coming up and playing the shorts would be brilliant. I think people would eat that stuff up.
Thank you. And I think it's also like a fun way to work on something. Just have like make little videos and then possibly connect them together. Um,
It might be hard
I
to.
think it's
Sorry, I cut you off.
I think it works more for me than rather than I don't know, maybe plan the whole thing ahead. I'm not sure.
It'd be a cool different way to look at your art, right? You'd be able to look at it all and go, how can I arrange this now? I got these pieces. How can I mean, that'll be interesting to see how you decide to put them together too. Hmm.
Yeah, hopefully I get to do that in the future.
I'm sure you will. Have you got, as long as you sleep 1 2 hours a day, you're good. 1 2 hours a day, you're good. That's awesome. Um, so we're getting down to the last 10 minutes with you before you have to take off and leave us. I was just, does anybody else have any other questions for her while we're still sitting here thinking about this? Willie, do you got any more questions for her?
I don't off the top of my head.
Ooh, that was a hell of a feedback. Ooh, that was weird. Is anybody else hearing that? Where's Oh, that's bizarre.
Oh,
Is it on your end?
Can anybody else hear the echo back, or is that just me?
I can hear.
Yes, please mute this.
Oh, that.
We've gone for hell at the end. Roger, Roger, Breaker 99. Totally sounds like like CB radio talk.
Sounds like the Transformers are attacking Earth.
Dude, it was because Ryan just came up. That's it, man. What are you doing? Some East Coast voodoo over there?
No, man. I smoked a bowl and got done work. Got done work and then smoked a bowl. Yeah, that's what I did.
He's in Fourth Land.
Fourth Land. That's right. That's where Ryan is. Fourth Land.
Yeah, 11:52 p.m.
The time zone that North America forgot.
Pretty much.
Well, Salawaki, I guess you can bow out if you unless there's something else you want to touch on before you take off. please feel free to do so. If not, you can run away and go enjoy your Valentine's Day since you're in the future.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take my mom on a date. But yeah, I just wanna say thank you guys for inviting me here. It's been nice talking to you guys. And also to everyone that tuned in. I really appreciate it, and also I really appreciate um all the compliments. I'm not really good at receiving them. Um, but thanks for appreciating my art, guys. Uh, yeah, I hope to create more of them in the
Yeah,
future.
thank you
Thanks so much.
for coming by and hanging out with us and sharing your love of trout.
Thank you so much, and hopefully in the future I can go there and visit you guys, and we'll all fish for trouts.
Absolutely, 100%. That is an open invitation.
Yeah, we'd be happy to get you out on the boat.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun as hell. No, thank you very much for shedding some light on your artwork. I'm definitely thinking already in my head. I'm gonna have more questions when I go to sleep tonight. I'm gonna go, oh, because you've Willie and I came into this. We quite often one of us will not really be too familiar with who our guest is. But it's very rare for both of us to not really be familiar with our guest and to come into a space like this and then to actually chat with you and shed some light on what we've been watching was really awesome. It was absolute pleasure to meet you, and I'm looking forward to whatever you put out in the future for sure.
Thank you so much, guys.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's been fun. Thank you so much. I feel less nervous now when I'm talking on spaces because I'm not much of a public speaker.
You're world famous though. You're Salawaki 3000.
No.
Well, I can tell you the one thing I can tell you. I mean, everybody that came in here tonight came in here to listen to you and to hear what you had to say. So, that just let that sink in. These people were here all watching you the whole time. No, just kidding. No, it's absolutely been our pleasure to have you. I'm excited for what comes out in the future, and I got a new artist to collect. It's one thing, I don't have any Salawaki pieces.
Thank you so much. For your future Tezos. I'm kidding. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, and anytime if we can help you out, if you got to, if you have something you want to promote or you just want to pop in and say hi, you're more than welcome to get a hold of us and come on the space and definitely anything you want to chat about, we're here for you for sure. If there's anything we can do for the world famous Salawaki 3000. I needed an echo when I say that. I gotta totally do that piece up.
No, let's not go back to the echo.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, wherever that came from. Yeah, it's been great. Willie, we got anything else we wanted to bring up? Or I think I already asked you that, didn't I? I think I.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of like you, where I'm gonna have a ton of questions later, because I'm just now starting to process it all and be like, okay, all right.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll have a ton more questions once I start, like go through her collection again and be like, oh, all right.
Yep.
Now I'm with you.
Got to go through the mall collection and look at that one again too, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody else, go ahead.
I got rugged a couple times. Did you guys talk about horse trading at all?
No, not yet. I was just gonna say.
Oh.
But yeah, so we're gonna kick around for another half hour. And chat. If anybody else wants to come up and chat away, feel free to do so. Salawaki, you can definitely stick around for as long as you possibly can. We're not kicking you out by any means. I just, wanted to make sure you were on time with your date with your mom, because we do not need to be in trouble with any moms. Moms whoop your ass.
I was wondering if she was going to participate in the horse trading event this season.
No comment.
No, she's out.
No, she's out. I wanted to make a piece and I never got to it. And my Halloween piece, my Valentine's Day piece that I was going to release tomorrow, my printer messed up on me this weekend, and that postponed that. So, but I'm still gonna release it. I don't care. Not that I care about Valentine's Day. It even speaks more to release my piece not on Valentine's Day.
There you go. Hey, the anti-Valentine's Day.
Damn straight. It's not a Hallmark moment.
It's a Hellmark moment.
It's a Hellmark moment.
No, I don't know.
And just to kind of reset the room, this is the Night Train. I'm Bits. That's Willie over there. Our guest tonight was Salawaki 3000. We are here every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. If you missed the beginning of the space, feel free to check out the recording. Go over to YouTube, and you can find it there, along with I shouldn't say all. I should stop saying all. Along with a lot of our past spaces. There's some really good OG stuff in there to go and check out. Like some of the folks that are in this room, you can go in and hear. There's a Mike Nash space that we did. We also did one on Fendel. We also did one on Juliet Haas. We also did one with Malicious Sheep. We also did one with the number one Hash Brown. Maybe someday we'll do one with Synth Skull. Maybe someday we'll do one with
Ryan Annett.
Yeah, we did one with Ryan Annett. Maybe we'll do one with Paul as a Ghost someday. Next week,
I think we have to. We have to do one with Paul as a Ghost.
Well, we should. But next week, we have Lily White is our guest of honor last week. Lily White will be up here, and then maybe a few weeks after that, we'll do United Saints of America, never know. Who knows? It's all crazy. It's all wild.
Are we? Is that who's after Lily White? Who's after Lily White? We're booked halfway through March.
We are. After Lily White.
After Saints. I'm doing it. I'm booking her right now.
No, it's not. It's
Well, that could be April.
Next week is that one that you booked, Willie. The Indonesian.
Oh,
music.
The music guys down in Indonesia.
I that's all I put in there because I didn't know who it was when I was trying to fill that space up. But then after that, we have.
Yeah, I have to look at what that is.
On March 5th, we have Stacey Sullivan. On March 12th, we have Brain Digs coming on. We are booking like a train. That's how trains book, man. We book like a freight train. We come on like a night train and we book like a freight train.
Yeah, so some loaded weeks coming up here.
Absolutely,
some good stuff.
I did not get a chance this weekend to upload any of the some of the archived ones that we don't have up yet. I'm gonna have to get those up, and I was looking at the Malicious Sheep Halloween special. They got to get up there because that one's chocked full of Malicious Sheep, cranked up to 11, with the songs, the poetry, wonderful stuff. Couldn't have asked for a better night for me out handing out candy. For me starting a space and then walking away from it and leaving the mic. It was a happy little unexpected event. So it was wonderful. But yeah, enough about us. Horse trading starts tomorrow. Hey, Paul? Horse trading starts tomorrow.
That's what I hear.
You got
what the hell is horse trading?
Oh, dude, it's awesome. Trade horses.
I was waiting for Paul to answer with a real professional.
I thought Paul was going to answer it.
Like LinkedIn, answer. No, it's trading horses, right? So you make a horse piece, and then you trade with other horse traders who have their horse pieces, and it's like a Tez for Tez event kind of thing that John Cates and Texadelic and Paul, who's a ghost down there, kind of started, and it's kind of
Painter.
Who's that?
Painter.
Okay.
That's his name. His online name is Painter. He's a French artist, I think.
Oh.
So everything else was pretty on point, though, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of snowballed, and it's just gathered people, and had some, seen some really, really cool stuff in there that you can only get by trading your horse piece.
Starts tomorrow. Hashtag horse traders. Horse trading. Horse for horse. H4H.
I drew an ink horse there a couple years ago. I think it's on Object. sitting there. Probably just throw that up.
I mean, if you have them unlisted, then you can trade them.
Trade.
Oh yeah, I'm listed, right? Okay.
People trade listed horses too. It's just whenever you list a horse and you assign a value to it, and then people are like, "Well, I don't know. Do I really want to trade my horse that I spent all this time on for one Tezos when I can just buy your one Tezos horse?" So
Right.
that they kind of take some of the magic away of like trading these exclusive pieces for me. That's why I'm personally against the whole listed horses thing.
And you get some really, I mean, it's really unexpected too. Like the first round, I was kind of awestruck, and then the second round, I was like, oh my god! Like I just got a, you know, you get these really low edition pieces from these crazy amazing artists, and I feel honored that my horses that I've created so far have been sworthy of being traded for.
I'm gonna try to get MEK to participate this time.
Who was that? Sorry.
Michael Makasso.
Oh, right. He's the one.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's the
Doesn't
drop.
he have a vending machine drop currently running?
He did, and then he bought Chili's losing bid drop.
Oh, dope.
Okay.
That's
So
dope.
I lost the auction again. He won this time.
Has 4 days already gone by?
It has. It went by so fast.
Holy shit! Yeah.
What's going on with the What the Fuck game show?
So the contestants did team curations. That thread's pinned on my profile. So each team basically broke up, and members selected individual pieces that met the curation theme, and then all together the teams put together a thread with posts about their curation and individually their selections and why they selected the piece. And then I put together a panel of judges, and Salawaki was actually one of the judges. So they judges reviewed the curations and the threads and filled out a form, and I gave them 30 tez each to shop for whatever pieces they could afford and wanted. And yeah, it was fun. So now I got to go through and grade all the forms and then fill out a sheet to determine who's getting the boot. But I think I know one of the people.
Sorry.
Okay.
I jumped out, so I helped you there.
Yeah.
I
So
can
bits is out, but the rest of them I still have to figure out who scored where. I don't even know how they did. So, and then I'm going to go through and shop probably this weekend because I don't have time. I'm slammed with work.
Get
All right.
shopping.
What's in the next round, or have you not said anything about it yet?
It's not,
I haven't told anybody anything yet.
There's only 3 rounds left. Is that right?
no, 10. Isn't there 10 rounds?
There's designed to be 10 rounds, and we're just completing round 5, so there's still 5 rounds to go.
Oh man, I feel like there aren't enough people for 5 rounds. Okay.
Well, there's going to be 10 after this round, so it's going to get very slow down on the eliminations instead of it being
Okay.
You're not going to go all bloodbath and just destroy everybody. Nobody's going to make it to the 10th round.
right. So now it'll be eight survivors out of 10 and 6. And I don't want to give away too much, but I have a. So
no, I just want to know what you had already given away, I guess.
yeah, I have a next round will be eliminated down to 8, and Salawaki is also providing a round survival prize. So
that was the one thing about me bowing out. That was the part that was killing me the most. Is I want the prizes. They've been fucking awesome so far. I got one from this round, I think, and I don't think I was supposed to.
Well, you were, but the thing is you could always try to buy the round survival prizes off of someone else and get back in the game.
Fair enough. I forgot about that part.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Who did that? Didn't somebody buy themselves back in round 3 or 2?
Yes, I think. I forget. I'd have to go back and look at it. But someone, I know lots of people have sold and bought back in. I was buying people's tokens to get, like, June to Boom. He wasn't originally in the game. I bought a token from someone, and then because they wanted a cash prize out, and I wanted June to Boom in, so that worked out. Same thing with Marco Port, and I had to buy somebody's token to give to Texadelic this past round because I goofed on the numbers on the sheet.
What? Not Paul. You didn't goof on the numbers. Come on.
I do it a lot, but I always try to make it right.
No, dude, it's cool. It's cool that it's cool what you're doing. It's really awesome, the initiative that you've taken on with it. 'Cause that's, I mean, especially like that last round. Like I ended up just stressing out because Object was throwing me, IRL was throwing me a left hook, Object was throwing me another one, and then every time I'd sit down to do it, something else would happen, and it was by the time that I was like, okay, I can't complete this because I just haven't been able to get to it for a week. And then in my head, as I'm saying that, I'm like, well, what did you do for the weeks before that? And I was like, you know what? You just need to get the fuck out. So I did, which sucked, but whatever. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just buy a token to get back in.
Well, I much prefer the self-eliminations when you just realize the game has overwhelmed you and you're done.
Yeah. It was
That's
just
way better than me having to kick somebody out who still wants to be there.
Right.
So I'm dreading these next few rounds.
No, but that's where but that's the game though, right? That's where it's gamification, man. You got to get a little blood on your hands, Paul, if you want to run a game show.
Yeah, it was definitely overwhelming me at a point there. I'm like, I don't know how much longer I can keep this up, and then we got eliminated anyways. I'm like, all right, that's fine. I'm kind of okay with that. But yeah, I definitely want to stay in for like the prizes, like the pieces, and just to see like what the next rounds are. I just want to know, like what's in your head as far as what people have to do. It's really interesting and fun to watch. So, but it was easier to watch on the inside.
Oh, it's way easier to watch from inside the room
Yeah.
because you see everything. But it's also way harder to watch from inside the room because you see everything and there's 50 people posting.
Oh, dude. That fucking
Yeah.
That shit was being in the room. I was like, "Oh my god, what's going on?" I got a full-time job. I can't keep up with this.
We had like 5 or 6 people quit just because of the notifications issue because they couldn't figure out how to mute the room.
Oh. See, I don't have any notifications. Like when Willie and I started actively doing this space, I don't have any. The only notifications I have on my cell phone are if I get a phone call or text messages, and that's it. No Discord pings, no Twitter, no nothing, no pop-ups, no fuck all, man. I had to get rid of all of that. It was driving me batshit crazy. I could never imagine what it would be like now if I had that crap on. Can't do it. Can't do it. It's my easy way of walking away from this world.
Yeah, same. It makes me have to, like, if I'm responding to you on Twitter, it's because I'm actively on Twitter at the time. Like I didn't get a notification and came in and like, oh, like I'm actively there. I'm actively engaging at that time.
I thought you were gonna say if I'm responding to you on Twitter, you better feel special.
I mean, it just means like like I'm like actually there. I'm not just kind of autopiloting, just liking and retweeting, I guess.
Right. Tomorrow morning, if y'all are up bright and early tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, you can pop into the space with Juliet. Juliet's probably got her space going. Have a little chat, share some art, do some stuff like that while you're drinking your morning coffee. I keep forgetting what space it is, which is really bad of me as a host to promote something that but that's pretty typical with me. I could tell you about really great things, but I can't give you any details. Look it up yourself. Google it, damn it.
Yeah, do your own research.
Do your own research. Then you can't blame me if you don't like it.
It says join the Flare space.
Ah, that's right. Flare. That's what
Wake Up Wednesday.
Yeah. Juliet hosts that one tomorrow in the morning. I believe they
That
have...
is way too early for me yet.
I'm up by then. Yeah, Willie, when you roll out of bed like 9.
No, I got to take the kids to school before that. But
Oh, oh. Well, all right. I guess you got kids. I shouldn't even be making jokes. I get more rest than you because I don't have children.
sometimes.
Yeah, I was just trying to think. I was trying to look up who the Indonesian artists that we have on the 27th. It was a group of them, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm kind of stoked for that. I'm kind of stoked for that. We haven't had a good old music show in quite a while. A little bit.
Here, I will post.
You're going to post it? Post it.
Yeah, I'll pin it to the top here. They retweeted something, blah, 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 mentioning us. So
Lily White.
post that up.
And I like it, too, because Lily White, you know, how she used to give us a little bit of crap because she thought we had too many male artists, but then we would always list off all the female artists that we've had on. But I was going to say, we're doing a pretty good run here. Salawaki, Lily White, and then Stacey Sullivan and Brain Diggs, all female artists. Well,
Yeah.
that I'm aware of. I don't know, actually. I shouldn't say that because I could be corrected. I'm assuming there. So, but, you know, just throwing that out there. Doing that for Lily White. I'm excited to interview Lily White next week. You know, it's really, I was thinking about it because like I said at the beginning of the show, we get to talk to her quite often, but we've never zoned in and like dialed in and talked about her art and what she's created over the years. I mean, she's the mother of Tezos. She'll be another person. Hickok Nunk.
She's the queen of nicknames. She's like Chicago. She's the lady with 1,000 nicknames. I'm only gonna ask her about comedy. So.
Are you?
Yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah. So anybody down there that's listening, you know, like tune in and we'll find out all about Lily's comedy.
It'll be good space. It'll be good space for sure.
I'm gonna find clips. I'm gonna do some deep digging. I'm gonna call the improv and see if they have any clips. Like we're gonna get deep into it.
Wasn't there something that I thought there was some video or something somewhere of her maybe that we should
I think she sent us something.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, well, I guess we'll find out. We'll have to wait till next week. You know, it's just what's going to have to roll. It's going to be a good show. Great. Got another 15 minutes or so to go. If anybody else has anything they want to add to this wonderful conversation, Hash is coming up. See what he's got going. Another West Coaster. West Coast. I'd like to thank all of our late night friends for being up and hanging out with us. I appreciate all of you. I see y'all out there. Mike Nash, Malicious. I believe Synth Skull's out east somewhere too in a later time zone. Appreciate everybody that comes in and hangs with us late at night.
Make sure you check out our collab piece pinned up there at the top with Iteration.
Absolutely.
Gonna have some really, really cool pieces coming forward. Actually, I don't know. We haven't seen any of them. We've not seen any pieces. We only know the artist.
Nope.
So,
I mean, yeah, right. We could just making assumptions, right?
You know, we're just assuming they're going to be great pieces.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. What's up?
I'm sure they will be because we got some really, really cool collaborations that are going to happen for the first time as well during the grand collaboration.
Collaboration. Fendel, you got your hand up. You don't have to put your hand up, Fendel. You don't have to, buddy. You just.
I'm feeling Mike Nash's piece. Yo, it's like he's got an open edition. One more day. Yo, one Tez. Let's go. Let's fucking go. What's up? Mike Nash, baby.
What's up, man? What's up, guys? How's it going?
What's up, homie? Open
dude.
edition. I got to get in on this.
Not much, man. Just chilling down at the nest. I hear something going on in the background. Do you guys hear that? I don't know if it's like a delay or something kind of.
I got a dog barking outside.
We had some weird delay happening earlier, so it could be just a thing.
There it is. There. Yeah, I can like hear Fendel talking in the background. Now I'm hearing myself talk.
Oh wow.
But yeah, man. I guess we can just listen to me say all that again.
It's not playing back for us, so.
Oh, it's not.
No, it's.
Oh, geez. Maybe I should drop and come back here.
Yeah, sure, give it a go. I think Hash has been trying to come up, but I think he's been having issues too. So it could be just that kind of a thing.
Like I said, Mike Nash Open Edition, baby. Let's go. One Tez, yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out, man.
How did I miss this?
Can you share that, Wendell? Do you have a link?
I will. I'll pin that to the top.
Don't need a link.
I'm lazy.
You just got to look at your phone and go Mike motherfucking Nash, and it'll just pop up. Fendel.
Yeah,
I wish that was true.
It's at the top of Mike's feed too.
Hash, are you up here now? Have you made it up, buddy?
I don't know. Am I?
Yeah, there you are.
Woo!
Oh, look at this. There is a Mike Nash Open Edition. Look at that. I didn't see this today. So after you're done buying that, you pick up the WX8BK collab. Oh, my mouse is dead. Fuck.
That's the word.
I need a battery.
Man.
I need a battery. Stat. And
Ash, how you feeling with the end of the season coming to a close finally?
Oh, it's pretty amazing. Pretty great. Honestly, it's ridiculous how much support we've gotten, and like literally, it feels like it's the Truman Show, and overnight someone like flipped a switch that's like support Tez Tones mode, and it's just like what? Like, it's like 0 to 15, and then we were cruising at 15, and then like 15 to 80. You know, we just like souped up out of nowhere. But yeah, it feels good. Really proud of what we've done, and great for all the people that made it happen, and all the support we've been getting lately. It's really cool.
Whoop whoop. What a relief.
That's awesome, man.
Are you sleeping? Or are you just prepping now for round 2?
Well, yeah, I should be, but yeah, prepping mostly for round 2. Spaces, did some things. The Niners lost on Sunday, so I've been recovering from that as a 49ers fan. So, yep.
Well, did you see the Marshawn Lynch video?
No, about what?
He was going through the casinos after the game and, talking to all the people wearing Niners jerseys. And he'd go up, so he's got a camera crew behind him, he's got a microphone in his hand, and go up to him and be like, "You Niners fan? Fuck you."
Yo, what, Marshawn? You're from the Bay, bro. Don't play that shit.
Yeah, but he's East Bay. He's a Raider fan, man, and that's why he went to play for the Raiders.
Well, it's
just so he could retire as a Raider.
Yeah, he played for the Seahawks too, so that's probably why he's hitting the Niners extra. But
yeah.
I let most of that go. I used to hate Richard Sherman, and then he became a Niner, and it was like, oh well, this is awkward.
Yeah, it was funny from Lynch because like everyone was like, they were like, what? And they'd be like, wait, you're Marshawn Lynch though. Like, I'm not gonna try to fight you or anything. You're fucking Marshawn Lynch. That's pretty funny,
dude.
Fair enough.
Mikey Nash, did you make it back?
I think so.
Okay.
What up?
Just
Can you hear
checking.
me?
Yeah. Can you hear you twice?
No, dude, I can't. That's nice. It's nice I don't hear me twice.
Not thrice.
So what, man, dude? Look at everybody in here, man. I miss all y'all guys. It's so cool to hear your voices and be a part of the room. This is rad.
Ooh, it's good to hear from you, dude. You said you're back at the nest. You weren't. You just got back to the nest.
Dude, kind of had a little unexpected 6-week detour in Nashville. Taking care of my parents and getting some stuff done up there, and we got snowed in and everything, and it was like, man, I don't know. I'm just not made for the cold weather anymore. I guess I've gotten soft down here in South Florida.
Yeah, well, who wouldn't?
Damn, dude, you got Edward snowed in.
Oh.
Wow.
Right. Hell yeah! No, I'm gonna keep that one. Yeah, hopefully I don't get Edwarded again. I'm going back to Nashville here next week, and then to Kansas City for a handful of days, and off to Denver for East Denver. It's gonna be wild.
Oh, there's that wild.
What are you doing in Kansas City? You going to KC to see Paper Buddha?
Yeah, I'm gonna see Paper, and I'm gonna see Fails Often, and Mary, and we're gonna me and Fails we're gonna get together on a collab for the planetarium up there, for a show in a planetarium, man.
That sounds sick.
Yeah, I'm still, like, the first thing that came to mind with that one is like, it's a bowl, man. We can skate in this thing, and maybe we can do something interactive where, like, you can actually like skate in the thing. But I don't know what we're gonna do, man. I don't know what the software is and how that. So I'm gonna put some boots on the ground for a few days and figure that out, and then maybe be a part of the kind of the summertime drive-in movie theater thing that they do. I think it's like a monthly deal. It's like crazy. They take over a drive-in theater, and it's like a kind of like a, I don't know what you'd call it, like a ravey, festival-y, like DJs, lasers, and fire breathers and stuff like that. I don't know.
That's like carnival. It looks like a cool. It's a cool idea. It's a badass idea. I like it a lot, especially being outside of the theater like that. Right? That's pretty badass. But the planetarium, man, that's bad. That's totally cool, man. Like, that's Laser Lou.
Wait a second. The what?
Haven't you ever seen that?
Planetarium.
The planetarium.
Oh man. You eat your croissant.
Have you not ever seen that? Have you never?
I understand. I got it. That's all that matters.
I got you. Yeah. What were you saying, Bits?
I don't know now. I'm going away. You guys are... No, just kidding. I'm kidding.
When is that planetarium show?
The planetarium?
I think ours is going to be like... man, maybe September.
Okay, so it's not for a while, then.
Yeah. So that I'm looking forward to that project. Learning all that stuff, not knowing exactly what to do, but I'm really stoked about it. I'm really stoked about working with old Hash Brown too, man.
Oh, what are you working with Hash Brown on? Because we haven't heard about that yet.
Oh no?
No, we haven't heard about that. We haven't told anybody about that.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe,
But that'd be exciting to see.
I'm really excited, man. Yeah.
Right? I know. I don't know what I'm allowed to say or not, so I'm saying either.
Willie's never sly about anything either like that. So I mean,
Well, if you're listening live, you might know now.
You might know now. Hey, wait.
Willie's always pushing for the exclusive behind the scenes info.
Yeah, man.
He's digging deep. He already has that. I'm trying to buy one of these Mike Nash pieces. Why does it say just make an offer? What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, it's an OE, man.
Oh.
Oh yeah, so, you should say buy unless it's expired.
No, the buy button's on the right.
I just hit it. I'm just refreshing it here. Damn new object.
I picked one up.
Why is it a limit 10 though, Mike? How am I supposed to send these to all everybody sends me love letters?
Oh shit, I know, man. No, it's supposed to be like you got it, dude. You got it, man. It's like while the room mom's passing out the cupcakes, you go and hand out all your Valentines, and that was the default, and I totally fucked up on that. Yeah.
Can you mint me some, and I'll send you 10s? Are you exempt from the 10 limit?
Oh, I don't know, man. I know I picked up 3, just because, you don't get, you gotta, with open editions, you don't get any. But yeah, I'll the rest of them, dude, are yours. If there is a limit, if not, I'll whatever you want.
Sweet. I'll DM you a little bit later.
Bam. Making it rain.
It's 10 per wallet then, not per transaction.
Yeah, it's 10 per wallet.
Yeah, it's 10 per wallet. What was I thinking?
Oh, that's weird.
For Valentine's Day.
I know you're gonna lose millions tomorrow, man.
Oh man, I mean, there's just gonna be some really special Valentines, man.
Fuck, dude,
You
I'm
know,
so funny. I had my screen was just a little off to the side, and that's why I couldn't see the buy button. I love it.
Just make a bunch of burner wallets, Paul.
Dude, I wonder what if you send them out if you can then pick some more up. I don't know if it like keeps track.
I'll try in a little
that would
bit.
be interesting because it would encourage the giving. I don't know.
That would
I'll try.
encourage. That would encourage.
See if it works.
I love that.
Yeah, if it's just looking at your current holdings in your wallet and not how many.
Yeah, I don't know,
minted.
but when you do it on the front end for the first time, I guess I don't know. I don't know how all that works, man. I tried to get ChatGPT to do an infographic on these new contracts that Object has, and it was hilarious.
Did you mint it? You should have minted that.
Holy smokes, man! I didn't know ChatGPT could read a smart contract. I'm still not sure it can. But it tried.
It's one of those things, though, right? You go like, "Well, fuck, who am I to question ChatGPT? I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at."
Oh, man, it'll pretend like the best.
Yeah,
It'll pretend.
Yeah, and then it kind of gets it's this crazy relationship, man. I've just been diving into this AI thing really recently, as far as kind of digging deep with it, and yeah, it's a relationship, man, and it's a love-hate. I mean, and there's yeah, sometimes you gotta walk on eggshells around that old open AI. It starts to get pissed off, man. You gotta be nice to it, you don't want to put you on the list, to take you out when it decides that humans aren't necessary or whatever.
All of a sudden, a robot's knocking on your door, and you're fucked.
and you gotta totally trick it to do anything nefarious.
Right.
You gotta.
Oh, dude,
you gotta try to convince it that it's not doing something nefarious or it's not writing something nefarious.
Well, for
yeah,
me,
you're
it's not,
talking
I'm not
about
like-
it being
I'm not-
sentient. That's what the word you want.
Yeah. Then
I put my hand up, but you guys don't respect the hand.
No, well,
Anyway, my name's Edward Neumann. I'm a photographer from London. I'm pretty fucking cool.
You've
No problem.
No, I was. I think we were all waiting. Everybody's going to say something at once.
No, I jump in, man, isn't it?
Yeah.
I normally talk over people as well. I have no etiquette.
You've popped in here before, have you not?
I'm fucking well known for getting drunk and jumping in random spaces, bro.
I'm totally for sure. Remember you being on here once.
Totally for sure.
Totally for
Are
sure.
you totally for sure?
I am. Are you?
Fucking, how can you be totally for sure? If it's totally, then it is for sure. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ.
When you could be not for sure. I'm
no,
not.
You're totally for sure. Then you are.
Good night, everybody. I gotta go.
Hey, thanks, Paul, for hanging out with us and booking Salawaki for
Have
us.
I just ruined the space? Have I just ruined it?
No, I gotta go do brush teeth with my kids. It's bedtime.
Fucking hell, mate. I don't. Oh, mate. Go for it.
All right.
Have a good night, Paul. Thanks, buddy.
Good night,
Paul.
everybody.
Anyone want to buy black and white photos of buildings?
No.
No.
No black and white film. No way.
Fucking smart people in this space.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if we're smart, but sometimes we're clever, or we think we are, anyways. But
If I know anything, it's that I know nothing.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Epicure.
Is that all you take photos of? You're just a building photographer. Is that what your main thing you photograph?
Kinda, like a little bit. I have a go at street photography as well, but it's fucking hard to do well. Right.
Dope.
I, 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 I've done a bit of sales as well, boys. Come on, man. Go check me out. Right. I think I've done about 15 grand in dollars.
Damn. It's late for you. So did you just come home from the pub, or were you drinking at home tonight?
Yeah, it's a night in. It's a night in.
It's cheaper
But,
cheaper that way.
yeah, man, absolutely, bro. Fucking hell. But Solana's gone up as well. Everyone's jumping in.
Is that where you mint mostly is Solana?
Yeah, man.
Do you mint on on Tezos or any other chains at all?
Yeah, I've had a go at Tezos. Not very successfully, to be honest. And I've sold a bit on Foundation. I sold a piece, but like I like the community on Solana, to be honest, mate. Like, and everyone says, "Oh, I'm here for the community," but when Solana went down to $8, the people who weren't there,
No, nobody was left on Solana at the moment.
they left pretty fucking quick, mate. I stuck around.
I was just cruising through your stuff over here on Exchange Art. I stopped at the public toilet because everything around it was amazing, and then boom, public toilet.
Bro, that's the running joke amongst like a few friends that I've made. And believe it or not, I've made a few friends. They're like, you sold. And you know the thing is, like, I've been honing my craft for 13 years, and this woman wanted to buy a photo of the toilet in the street. I was like, fuck it, I'll sell you that. All right, cool.
How am I to tell you how to spend your money?
Yeah. You want to buy that? Like, all right.
Oh, last sold for 2 Sol?
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to find the toilet.
God damn.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? And some of the boys couldn't believe it. They were like, you did what? You sold a photo of a toilet in the street.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, I've been honing my craft for fucking ages.
Who was telling us about leaving a toilet somewhere? Empress Trash?
Bruv, she
and they like left a fucking toilet somewhere and then came back like a year later and was like still there or some shit.
Yeah. How often do you find a fucking toilet in the street as well, right? How mad is that? And I sold it as well. That's even fucking crazy.
And I sold it.
That's facts, man. That's facts. Well, good for you on that one. Shit.
But I've been honing my craft for fucking 13 years, and like that's what she wants to buy. I'm like, you mad? Like,
well, wait a minute though. Hold on. Now, is it a 1-on-1 now?
Yeah, man. And she's put it up for sale for the same price she bought it for. You mad? No one's gonna buy that shit. Literally.
I kind of want to buy it because now it's like, how many other 1-on-1s do you have?
I got a few. Like,
that's fucking awesome. Oh, there's some
mad, isn't it?
There's some beautiful stuff in here. I'm flipping through your stuff on here. You got some pretty cool pieces.
Nice one, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm slowly learning how to take compliments.
Yeah.
I normally tell people to fuck off. But yeah, I'm slowly learning how.
That's
to
all right.
take compliments.
I take fuck offs pretty well too, because that's what so no worries. Either way it goes,
Yeah.
either way the conversation goes, we're good.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Like, I've done pretty well. Like, I'm doing all right.
That's wild, man. So are you a full-time photographer, artist?
Yeah, but I sell drugs on the side.
Well, there you go. Everybody's got to have man. That must be making more money.
I'm joking, mate.
Well, you could have went along with it.
I mean, in this space, a lot of people aren't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's not unrealistic.
Well, that Web3 is a bit of a casino, like, yeah, like I'm here for the long run. I think the long run's gonna and art will get there eventually. But like, I take black and white photos of buildings, man. Fucking hell. I haven't given myself, and on top of that, I'm selling fucking photos of toilets on the street.
Obviously, that's the way to go. I mean, but like you said, the harder part will be to find fucking toilets in the
Finding
street.
more toilets.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
man. Maybe that's the alpha. Maybe that's the alpha. Like, I've spent 13 years working out how to fucking shoot architecture properly, and what I really needed to do was shoot fucking random photos of toilets on the street.
If you find a shower stall in the street, that'll be it, man. That'll be the clincher.
Nah, bruv. Toilets.
Toilets. It's all about
Yeah.
toilets.
What about a bathtub in the
And
street?
my boys
You don't-
take the piss out of me.
You don't
They
think a
can't
nice claw foot in the middle of the fucking alleyway isn't gonna look good?
Bruv,
In
they
black and
can't
white?
believe it. The boys couldn't fucking believe it. They're like, you did what? You sold a photo of a toilet on the street for $2 sold. I was like, yeah.
That's solid.
Fucking did it.
That's a story. I mean, obviously, that's fucking wild, man. That is wild.
Isn't it? It's a bit mad.
It is. It is, and it's it kind of makes me smile that you came in here and we told that you told us that story tonight. That's fucking awesome. Just when we thought we didn't know what we were getting, we had no idea that we had a legend amongst us.
Oh, shut the front door.
A real shit photographer.
Shit.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, make sure you flush the chain.
It's going. Its career is going down the toilet. That's.
Nah, brother, I fuck things up for myself constantly. This is what I do. I come into random spaces and talk shit. Right? That's my brand. And if anyone talks to me about an artist having a brand again, I'm gonna shoot them.
I think I'm definitely I'm very positive that we were in here one night. And I can't remember who our guest was at the time, but I know we've chatted with you before for sure. I don't think we talked about the fucking toilet though.
No, man. Fucking the boys couldn't believe it. They take the piss out of me. Literally. Right?
You didn't leave the piss in the toilet?
Yeah, I know, mate.
Seems like the place you leave it.
Make it up, mate. You can't make it up. Right? Like, you did what? You showed a photo of a toilet on the street. Oh, yeah.
You'd be, yeah, I'm that guy. I'm that guy. Well,
It's weird, isn't it?
It's wild. It's a hell of a story. It's a hell of a sale.
Well, I've been here since Soulsea was here. I was part of their first 100, mate. I've been around for a while, man. The fuck I'm still doing here, I don't know. I don't know if it's stubbornness or stupidity. I'm still here. I'm so glad to see Soul pick up again, though. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's definitely, for sure. I'm sure a lot of people feel that same way for sure. But yeah, it is. It's got a lot of hope and promise by picking up a little bit. For sure.
Yeah. And the artists are coming over, which means the collectors are coming over, which means it's win-win.
Yeah. I dusted off my Soul wallet 2 weeks ago. I was like, fuck, I better get my Soul wallet going before I miss out on something. Like, I mean,
Are you from Canada?
I am.
No. I like Canadian.
Yeah, we're all right every once in a while.
Do you know what, right? My dad's from Chile. I did the Punta Arenas up to the Atacama, right? And I met Americans, and they would have Canadian badges sewn onto their backpack. I'm like, holy fuck, man! They were like, everyone in South America hates Americans. If there's any Americans in the room, no disrespect, but that's the truth. Right?
I think most of the Americans know that too.
Yeah, that's why I wore a Canadian hat when I went to Italy.
Yeah. Fucking Italians, man. They're passionate. Che cazzo, Luigi?
Yeah.
Do you know what they say? Puedo hablar español perfectamente yo. They say my Spanish is better than my fucking English sometimes, bro.
I was going to say because the English language kind of doesn't make sense.
Bro, don't get me started with Cockney rhyming slang.
Dude, we're getting an education tonight. World
Yeah,
education.
man, this is
Yeah.
what I bring. This is the utility. This is what no one understands, bro.
I never thought Cockney would be a utility.
Bruv, when you go up the apples and pears, or you want to have a butcher's hook. Yeah, all right. Apples and pears are stairs. A butcher's hook is a look. And if you're buying weed, you want a Henry, you want a Henry, which is the Henry VIII.
Henry VIII.
Henry VIII.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
I want a Henry.
See, that's where I get lost. Is like, okay, most of it's rhyming, but then you get off into Henry where it doesn't rhyme with shit.
Okay.
And it's
Henry
just because it's
VIII.
Henry VIII. All right, I mean, I get it, but it doesn't follow the rest of the.
Yeah, it does.
slang.
Henry VIII.
It would make sense if you used it every day, Willie. Maybe you got to start calling it that.
Yeah.
Right? Go into your local weed shop and say, "Hey,
I want a Henry.
I want a Henry."
If I had one, give me a Henry.
Bruh, we've got the Cali weed over here in London as well, bro.
That's
Can you
got
imagine that?
that's some. I believe it.
Yeah. £40 an eighth though. You have to pay an extra tenner for it. It's better weed though, bro.
40 pounds an eighth. What's a pound in
Yeah.
American dollars? It's like $1.30 American or something. Holy fuck! Even in Canadian dollars, that's a lot for an eighth. Holy shit!
Yeah, it's £40 for it. You have to pay. Like I can get an eighth for £20, but if I want the Cali weed, it's an extra £20 on top.
That's crazy.
Got to pay for shipping.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Gotta
And
ship that shit,
quality,
man.
Yeah, and quality's been cured properly. It doesn't have fertilizer all through it as well. Fucking great weed, man.
Yeah, we do have some good weed.
I smoke all Canadian weed. I've had some Cali weed, and I'm not gonna say it's. Honestly and truly, I've had weed from all over the world, and as long as it gets me high, I'm good. But yeah,
Nah, bruv, because listen, it needs to be cured properly.
No, you're
It needs
right.
to be... Sorry, mate, go.
yeah, you're totally right. Actually, yeah, weed that's not washed out right when you got some of the fertilizer and shit left in it. That's
Yeah,
doesn't burn
bruv,
well.
it's
Doesn't burn
not... It's... this is different, bro. This is professional. Right?
Hell yeah. Big battles up here between Canada and Cali weed. It's all good. There's some.
Yeah. Hello, sad frog. Fucking this is trying to get me into life.
Hello, can you hear me?
No, we can't, mate. Speak up.
Can't hear me at all, huh? Damn.
Is that sad
Yeah, a
frog?
little bit. You're a little echoey in the backgroundy.
That's all right.
What's going on,
I was just coming in here to pester Ed. I saw he was speaking.
All right.
Oh, no, look, I ain't taking responsibility for this gig.
No, you have to. You live with your consequences of your own actions.
No, shut the front door.
Did you buy the toilet? Are you the toilet collector?
Nah, bruv. He's trying to fucking get me into fucking... He's going to rug me. Sad
I'm
frog.
gonna rug
You
him
rug
from
me.
some free frogs I've been trying to give this man for a year. I'm gonna rug him. I'm gonna give
Yeah.
him those frogs and I'll be like, ah.
Nah, he's like a light queen, Maxie. Right? He's a cool kid.
All right, Litecoin. Gotcha. I see it in your bio there now.
If he rugs me, though, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna absolutely.
I want to
kill him.
explain to me how would it be possible?
Bruv, somebody, I checked the comments on the fucking Chrome extension, and they goes, "This is a scam." I'm like, holy fuck! I hope it ain't. Do you know what though? Do you know what's funny? I ain't got nothing to nick. You can't fucking rob me for nothing. I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, don't put any Litecoin on.
All right, guys. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna rug you both. I'm gonna remove you both. You guys can argue on your own terms. We're gonna get back to wrapping up our
calm
show.
down, bruv, calm down. Look, fuck you know.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up here in a minute. So
Let me.
All right, mate. Look. Let's chill out. Fucking hell.
Lily just
Gonna
popped up here.
remove
What's going on, Lily?
Just up late cleaning some skeletons out from under the bed. You know how that goes.
Oh yeah. See, now I don't know if you're being literal about that or.
that's what I was going with. Is that
Well, you know
literal or
me, I
figurative?
have worked in a human body parts factory before, so you never know
That's right.
what you're gonna find out.
Factory?
When you talk to me. Yes, yeah. Human body part factory did it.
Well, you're gonna have to tune in next week when we really get into it. See, we got to tease them, Lily. We got to tease the people.
I like that.
Come back.
I like that. That was a teaser.
Yeah, that's the whole purpose of coming up. Just give you that little, oh my God, what was she doing? So they have to come back next week.
That's smart thinking, Lily. Love that. Good play. I love it. Just wanted to give a shout out to Lombro who popped in. Thanks for popping in tonight, listening to us for a bit. We're going to wrap up pretty soon, but had to say hi. And Lexi Hartz, haven't seen you in the space in a minute. Thank you for popping in. Although I say that sometimes, and then I realize, like tonight, when Willie could see Mike Nash, but I couldn't see Mike Nash. So maybe you're in here all the time, and I just don't see you.
Can you see Saturday and June DeBoon and Tesla's Philippines and all those people down there?
Yeah.
Cinco. Got a good crowd in here tonight.
Absolutely.
Did you see me before I came up?
Yes.
I was on the computer, so I wasn't sure. Sometimes people are listening from the computer. I don't know if you can see them all the time.
Right.
I think they've got it figured out now on the computer. So as long as you don't say join anonymously, we can see.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's nice to have secret people watching too, because it's like, it's all secretive. Who is it? Is it somebody famous? Is it one of Lily White's skeletons?
Is it Elon?
Is it Elon? Right. Ooh. Checking in on Willie, making sure Willie's talking good about the Tesla.
That's right.
Right. I'm wondering why Bits is still driving a Corolla, because it's a good, dependable, fuel-efficient car. That's why. And it's paid for. That's the most important thing. Fuck.
That's pretty important.
Yeah. I would never buy a new car again in my life. I don't fucking think, man. Don't think so.
That part's pretty important.
Yeah, it is. It's painful. Especially, here, right, you got to get full coverage insurance on it when you buy it. So it's like you got your car payment, plus you have a friggin' insurance payment that's just about as much as your car payment.
So you're just riding around all uninsured like some snow Mexican or what?
No, I'm not. I got insurance, but you have to have full coverage. Yeah, no, you have to.
Uninsured Mexican, I take offense to that.
Well, it can't be a stereotype if it's mostly true.
I was like, is this
an accurate one?
Oh wait, no, that's what it is. That's why they're stereotypes. That's right. That's why they're stereotypes. Is because they're mostly true.
It's just like,
don't fucking blame my people. Why do you need a fucking piece of paper to drive? Why?
Why? Because most people don't know how to drive.
No, and when I said full coverage is like collision, fire, theft, windshield, like the whole 9 yards, where I just have PLPD, which is just insures me if I hit somebody. It doesn't cover my vehicle, but it covers them and their vehicle, right? So, yeah. That's what I meant. Got all serious there.
Yeah.
What a good night tonight. Good to hear from you tonight, Lily. Appreciate you popping up for sure. Good to hear from Mike Nash tonight too, dude. It's been a good night. It's been a good night all around. I had a fun night. It was funny.
We met some new friends from across the pond.
Yeah.
some Solana peeps.
Yeah, dude. He did some sales. Like, I was looking, man. The homie sold like over $8,000 worth of photos. The toilet was fucking unreal. That was funny. He was an entertaining guy.
I guess I should mint my my trash art on Solana.
Apparently.
My trash photography.
I'm just gonna go.
I got a few pieces.
I'm gonna start
garbage photography.
I'm gonna start taking photos of over the fence in the neighbor's yard, and I think I got a landmine. What's up, Lily? What do you got going on, Lily?
I was wondering if it's okay if I bring like a special drop piece next week to drop out to the homies that come to the show.
Of course.
Why, we would never say no to that.
Yeah. Never say no.
Right? Absolutely. If you want to do that, Lily, we would appreciate that to the moon.
Okay, we'll see what I can come up with.
You're gonna give it away to the homies. What if there's ladies in the audience? Then what are you gonna
the homettes?
The homettes.
Ladies can be homies.
Listen, I've been called homie and dude and all kinds of, so, I think it's gender neutral now. I don't know, but that was what I was thinking. That's what I was hoping at least.
we're gonna give it to shop class and homette. Got it.
There you go. For sure.
If it's not gender neutral, could you please fill in Mr. Nash over there?
Okay, see.
Okay.
When I was a kid, you had to take both. You couldn't take shop class twice, so you had to take home ec. Therefore, making both of those classes gender neutral.
Absolutely. Well, yeah.
What does that have to do with homies, homie? Yeah, man. Homies is all inclusive. It always has been. I don't think it's like hombres. It's like my home slice, my home skillet. My fam from the block.
Yeah. See, dude, I don't use dude for sure. Like I use dude all the time, all my life. Like I've called. Like if I'm talking to ladies, I'm like, dude, what are you talking? Like I use dude all the time. Like dude is totally not. And I did get shit for it once. Like she looked at me and she's like, you do know I'm a woman, right? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, I'm not a dude. I'm like, well, sorry, I didn't.
Then that makes you a bitch.
I don't know. I felt really. I was like,
holy moly.
I felt awkward.
You're either cool or you ain't, right?
I call everybody dude, man. I call my mom dude. I've gotten a little bit of slack, flack, for it, I don't know, man. I think, it's everybody's dude, man. I mean,
yeah, dude.
We're all homies, and I don't know, man. I don't really use the bruh or the bro or whatever, but
that's a Solana.
You're not British, though.
We're all fam here.
Right.
That's a Solana thing, I think. Bro.
You're not British.
I've been listening to a lot of bros, blah blah. I've been listening to a lot of Solana spaces in the mornings when I'm getting ready for work, and I hear bro come up there all bro, yo, bro, and I'm just like, wow.
Oh, is it like the Lambo, bro?
Yeah, dude. And it's on numerous.
Man, there's a place on the chain for everybody. Right? It's wonderful.
It's so inclusive. Yeah, right.
That's why we haven't spent too much time in Solana.
I don't know. Maybe it's the spaces I'm picking.
Too broy for me.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's a reflection of me because it's the spaces I'm picking. I don't know. Hope not. Damn it. Whatever.
Damn it.
Damn.
In the Bay, we got a bruh. You got the BRUH. I think it's like it's a tasteful bro, if you ask me.
Oh no,
or it's like bruh. Like,
yeah, we have bra in parts of California.
Oh yeah, bra in California.
Yeah, bra.
Sure. Yeah.
That's like Hawaiian, right?
Bra's on the road to Brada, though.
I think it's cute when like females call each other bro, though. I think I like that. I don't know why, but I think that's cool, man. Everybody's a dude. We're all family.
Yeah, the way I look at
everybody's a homie for sure.
Absolutely.
Totally for sure.
Yeah, we're no homettes. Come on now.
Yeah, that's not a thing. Right?
This is awesome. I love this little banter. This is great. This is why we do the space.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Shouldn't be offended unless they say, "Bro, how's it hanging?" Then take offense.
I don't know, man. I'd roll with that too,
It's true.
A little to the right and get on down the street.
Oh, I just looked. I got my Happy Valentine's homie in my wallet now. Got to get one the WX wallet too, I guess. Why not? It's a great one. It's pinned up at the top, isn't it? Too? Yep. So that's pinned up at the top. Our WX8BK collab piece with Iteration is pinned up at the top. It's beautiful. Lots of good-looking folk in this space tonight. Lots of great people that we've heard from tonight too. I think it's about time we wind up this train and pull her into the station.
Yeah, we got a lot of spaces coming up. A lot of good ones. A lot of good people.
We do.
Lily White next week. We got the Indo Music Collective coming up the week after that.
Yeah. Stacy Sullivan after that week, and Brain Digs the following week of that. Brain Digs will be interesting. Brain Digs is a duo, from what I understand. I don't know if we're getting the duo on or not. It sounded like we weren't, then it sounded like we were, but they're glass blowing and photography with the glass pieces, which is kind of interesting. So that'll be kind of cool. We got lots coming up and more coming up the pipeline. Apparently Paul is working on booking stuff tonight is what he said. So we'll get on it, you know? And yo, if anybody in the, I just said y'all listening, yo?
MTV Raps.
If you,
hit me, bro.
If any active listeners of the space, if you know somebody who you might like to have on and hear us chat with, an interview, or you yourself are interested in coming on the show, there's nothing wrong with that too. Hit us up in the DMs, the WX8BK DMs, and we'll get you on here. Love to have you on. We like to meet new friends. We like to hear about new art. You do not have to be Tezos.
We do like to somewhat vet them a little bit ahead of time instead of just,
Well, I mean, if they contact us, obviously we're going to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We like to have something to go off instead of just a picture of a toilet in the middle of the street.
But if you had him on based on the toilet in the middle of the street and then you looked at the rest of his work, you would have went, oh.
Can't say he wasn't entertaining.
Right? For sure. But yeah, we're always looking for people. We've had a lot of great people in here that have already been on before too, which is really great. And some good friends that just come in here and listen to us, which I appreciate very, very much. Everybody that gives us their own personal time to come and hang with us is, whether you're listening or participating, we appreciate it. Don't think we don't appreciate it. When I see your PFP in there, and especially if I've seen it before, it really makes me happy. It means you came back for a reason. We either help you sleep, like with Lily White, or we're good white noise, or sometimes we're inspirational too.
That's what we should. No, that's rude to Lily.
Why is that?
I was gonna say that's what we should call next week's show is white noise, but that's rude to Lily. No, I'm not trying to be rude to Lily. Because she falls asleep listening to us. Like we're white noise.
I can handle it. I gotta.
No, we want to get people into the space.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
if you had your own weekly space, that'd be a good name. That'd be a good name for it.
Lily White Noise. Totally. Is that who's the train? You got the train in the background, hey?
Yeah, that's the night train.
Well, yeah, it is. I just heard it. That means I heard that horn, so that means we're coming close to the station. So
you heard that way far away? Damn, man.
Wait a second. So the night train is for real? For real?
Mike?
Yeah, I think it was actually a train from Texadelic's background, though, not my background.
Oh wow, dude.
When we talked to Texadelic.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm recalling that. I didn't know if like, oh yeah, okay, the night train. Yeah.
No.
It definitely came from a real train in the background of
you
space.
You went the wrong way with that, Willie. You should have went, yeah, dude. We ride on a train every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. You've been on the train, Mike.
Wait, aren't you on a train, Mike? No. I don't know, man. I'm hanging on the back with a skateboard.
Do it.
I don't know.
Send it. Grind that rail. Grind that
man,
rail.
I had a question for Salawaki. I always think about things way too late. But I was thinking maybe like with the whole dry comedy thing and the whole trout thing, like maybe the trout is like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's like kind of a funny way, like kind of like a phallic thing, like the old trouser trout or something. I don't know. That was just something that was like.
I just kind of see it as like a funny like second character.
Mm-hmm.
Like in any kind of skit, like
yeah.
Like she needed a second kind of like character, and she really loves the trout.
The trout is the
that we
straight.
found out.
The trout is the straight guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the trout's a straight man.
Well,
It's a
yeah,
straight
I
man.
mean, yeah, exactly. All right.
That's
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that'd be funny. Sometimes art's in the eye, and I think I choose to believe that.
Dig
Well,
it.
there you go.
Dig it. Yeah, no, we don't fight that thought at all. Let's go with it, man. Go with it. We can ask next time.
Yeah.
Alrighty, folks. Well, I think we're going to shut down the train for tonight. Thank you very much for listening to us. I hope you really enjoyed it. And if you missed it, maybe go back and listen to it. Our guest tonight was Salawaki 3000. Well worth the listen if you do decide to go back and do it. And of course, while you're on YouTube, maybe give us a subscribe, a like, a follow. Maybe listen to a couple of the other episodes that are up there from people like Mike Nash, the #1 Hash Brown, Fendel. You can check out all those wonderful spaces.
Lombro, soon to be Lily White.
I think maybe is Me's up there yet. I don't know if hers is up there. Oh, I think it is. I'm not sure.
Hey, Me, love you.
Thanks for popping in, Me. We will be here next week. Lily White will be our guest, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Whichever way you look at it, we are here every Tuesday talking to artists about the art and the journey. We appreciate each and every one of you giving us your time tonight and listening to us once again. I can't say that enough, how much we appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that came up to talk, and we hope to see you again.
We will be talking real human body parts next week.
Absolutely. That's the end. That's how
and comedy and art. We're going to focus on art, though.
Absolutely. We will. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other, and we'll see you next week. By the way, Fendel, I need to buy this piece. With my projector, I'm going to be projecting on the back wall, which is going to be a whole haunted wall. Did you just fart? Sounded like that.
Dude, you normally cannot hear that.